3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?
You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
Ding dong. Hello?
Everybody 3 count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't get here because I was cute, or because I came from some famous wrestling family, or because I sucked up to the right people. I got here because I am good. I earned this championship.
Frustrated into the goddamn word for it. This is bullshit.
Brett made a very, very selfish decision. Brett's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. Brett screwed Brett. I have no sympathy whatsoever for Brett.
This is my show, and I'm sick of all of you calling me the coward. You're the cowards. I'm the one here day in and day out in that wrestling ring, beating people up. Thank you very much.
I don't steal opportunities. I am the opportunity.
3 ain't enough now. I need 5. Welcome in, Jim.
I'm an idiot.
Ryan.
I'm a sausage guy.
Matt.
Who gives a shit?
Tim.
Right on the cock.
And intern Mark.
Hi, boys.
I'm going to tell you all with a tear in my eye. This is the greatest moment in my life.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 Count Thursday live. It is Thursday night, May the 27th, 2021. We are still the podcast of the millennium. Make sure you go to 3countthursday.com. That's why you'll find all of our social media links, our YouTube page, our merchandise over at whatamaneuver.net.
What a maneuver.
Thank you, Tim. Our Patreon page, patreon.com/3countthursday. Our Collar and Elbow store deal, store.collarandelbowbrand.com. Use promo code 3count for 10% off each and every order. I think they actually just dropped some new summer merch this week as we are on the verge of summertime. Home network, of course, NGSC Sports at ngscsports.com. Our secondary home, the Leap Sports and Music Network. Ryan, where can people find that?
You can find the Leap Sports and Music Network at leeibsports.com.
That's the one. Thank you. Yes. So hope everybody's doing well this week and that you are joining us. If you're joining us live, please give us a like and a share. We'd appreciate that. Let's start here with Matt. Matt,
How you doing?
I am doing well tonight. Still on the shake kick. I drank most of it during the pre-show, which subscribe to Patreon so you can hear me drink the shake.
Something like that.
Otherwise, doing well, ready for Friday. Since Mark is not here today, I will plug Miriam's Pies as the second best whoopie pie in the state. Second best.
Matt, I'm also drinking a shake, but it's in different form today. But yeah, still, it's all counts the same, right? Ryan,
How you doing?
Jim, I'm so glad you've asked. I'm doing fine.
Good.
I don't even listen to it. This Tuesday at Roots, something Mark. God, I don't listen to what he said. I'm sorry. Hi, boys.
There we go.
there we go. Where? Oh shit! Where is it?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Tim.
How you doing?
I'm good. I've been a busy little bee. But today is Friday, boys. I got a 4-day weekend this weekend. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yow. And we are drinking the Rock's choice of beverage. We are drinking a Zoa, the lemon lime. I had an original sugar-free earlier today, and that wasn't too bad, except for the fact that it didn't have sugar in it. So,
what is that? Like an energy drink?
I'm glad you asked. Big Jim. This is a Healthy Warriors energy drink. It is naturally flavored, and it contains 0 fruit juice. But it builds immunity, focus, hydration, body. I don't need any more body, and energy. Yeah, it's got green tea extract and vitamin B1 and B2, B6 and B12, some vitamin C, a little bit of vitamin D.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna take my first sip.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's right. I'm gonna take my first sip ever of the lemon lime right now.
There it goes. This is exciting.
Oh,
you know, this ain't bad.
For a 5-hour energy, that's not bad.
You know what, Dwayne? You did all right.
You done all right. Has anybody tried his tequila yet?
Mm-hmm.
Is that any good?
It's tequila.
All right.
This makes you want to take your pants off and piss on things.
It makes me want to regret drinking it.
Well,
but you like that drink. Now, is that sponsored by The Rock? Is that The Rock's drink?
This is The Rock created Zoa.
Is it too late to adjust to your picks?
No.
For rest. Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
No.
Just asking.
No. There's only room for one of us to possibly include Mr. Dwayne.
I'm gonna drink a big glass of milk.
Yes, I am.
All right. I'm doing well. Another week gone.
Nobody asked.
Did some. I don't care. I'm the host.
Big Jim, how are you?
At least play the sounder for yourself. I'm trying to advocate for you.
Jim.
How you doing?
There you go.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, everyone.
Great.
I'm doing great. I did some landscaping work at my house this week, which was
it looks so much nicer.
Actually fun. I actually really enjoyed that.
It was
but we are back. We are here again. Welcome to those who are following us. Charlie, Richard, Devin, anybody else in here that I may have missed. Welcome into the show. We appreciate that. Give it a like and a share. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Of course, we are looking at May the 27th in pro wrestling history. 2 birthdays today. Eric Bischoff, born today, 1955, and the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, was born in 1982. 1987, WWE finds itself in the midst of a very embarrassing public relations disaster as television and newspaper reports come out that the previous evening, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik were arrested by New Jersey State Police. The 2 wrestlers who were feuding at the time on WWF television were pulled over on May 26 when a trooper saw Duggan drinking a can of beer while driving. Duggan was charged with possession of marijuana and drinking alcohol while driving. The Iron Sheik was charged with possession of cocaine and marijuana. Duggan would receive a conditional discharge while Sheik was put on probation for a year. Both are immediately suspended from the WWF. Duggan would return a few months later while Sheik would not return for several years. Believe it or not, the Sheik actually gave an interview months later where, in an attempt to maintain kayfabe, claimed he didn't have a driver's license in the U.S. and the WWF had forced him to travel with Duggan to the show. 1996, one of the most famous moments in modern wrestling history takes place as Scott Hall, fresh from his stint in WWF, shows up during the first ever 2-hour edition of WCW Monday Nitro, entering from the crowd and informing Eric Bischoff that he was there to, quote, declare war on WCW. This was, of course, the beginning of what would become the New World Order. And then a light one this week, one more. We go back to 2013. WWE broadcast Raw from the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and it following the Monday Night Raw episode, a Bret Hart Appreciation Night ceremony aired on the WWE app. Those were the events that occurred May the 27th in pro wrestling history.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Yes.
I need everybody to help me right now. Okay? I need everybody to get on their little phones, on their little Twitters.
I'm there.
I need everybody to signal boost my tweet. Today's mission is to get The Rock to reply to or retweet my tweet. Doing a little 3 count Thursday while enjoying my first lemon lime Zoa energy. So refreshing. Thursday, more like Thirst Day, right at The Rock.
You know what?
Let's signal boost to the moon. To the moon.
On retweeting that for the Thirst Day.
Hey, no.
You lost it.
The Rock likes puns. You know that.
Yeah, come on. He's a punny guy.
He's so punny.
Do I?
You watch the Attitude Era.
Come on, man. Everybody knows.
I'm going to quote retweet you and retweet you.
There we go.
That's 2 tweets.
Hand clap of praise. At Not the Tool Man, cross all platforms. It's early. I'm going to say that now because you got to know where I'm at. Twitter.com/Not the Tool Man. I'm thinking about rebranding. I don't know.
Rebranding?
I don't effing know. I'm in a midlife crisis. I'm almost a 35-year-old lady. I got to figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Good Lord.
I don't know.
Brace yourself. Brace up before you go and make.
I really think it's the Zoa that's making.
It might be. It might
Oh,
be.
goddamn, Jim.
What happened?
It's the same goddamn Rock GIF I used that you commented. Son of a bitch.
I beat you to it, big guy.
I know I'm not Danhausen. I'm Tim Hausen. I'm not the Danhausen. That's me.
You should be not the Tim Hausen.
Not the Danhausen.
All right, let's go to our weekly rankings.
Since John Moxley, Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
All right, this is week 7, I believe, in our countdown. So. Is there anybody that would like to start us off?
You.
I'm going to start us off.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3, I'll go bottom to top or tip to crust or crust to I don't know which would be. I guess the tip would be the bottom of a slice of pizza if you eat it correctly. So
I mean, you're basing on what would be first. The tip is what you eat first.
Yeah.
So you're starting with the crust then.
Oh,
right?
okay. So I am going crust to tip. You're correct, Matt. So I'm going with Riddle. Riddle is my number 3. He had a fantastic match with Xavier Woods on Monday Night Raw this week and came out on top with the RKO out of nowhere. I know Ryan always loves when that RKO is out of nowhere. So Riddle's my number 3. My number 2 for this week, returning live to the Thunderdome. First time we've seen him in a WWE ring in some time, Aleister Black. And set his sights on Big E, preventing Big E from winning the WWE Intercontinental title in that fatal 4-way match. My number 1, Charlie, brace yourself. I hope you're sitting down. Get a towel ready. My number 1, the man who retained his NXT championship last night, defeating Finn Balor. Karrion Kross is my number 1 this week. Who wants to go next?
Tim.
Oh,
Tim, go next.
I like this. We just tell each other what to do and when to go. I'm going to go 3-1 as well, if it shows up. So, unlike Big Jim, I acknowledge things that are not WWE. And cashing in. Don't sit here and act like I'm wrong.
Like that's not your gimmick.
Right.
That's a bit weird.
I know, it's so weird.
Way out of line.
Cashing in the Call Your Shot trophy on Impact Wrestling this week. I know.
What the hell is even that?
Look, I'm just telling you what they did. A group by the name of Violent by Design, led by former WWE superstar Eric Young, including Cody Deaner and the new Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions Rhino and Joe Doring.
Who?
Exactly right. They are the new Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and gosh darn it, that means something. Number 2, off of a strong showing in her NXT debut, Frankie Monet. More to come for her. And number 1, Karrion Kross. And I'm done talking about Karrion Kross.
Ryan, why don't you go next?
The week.
Yeah, it was a week.
Ryan, yours may be the strongest we've had in 7 weeks. So Matt, you go next.
I'll take it.
Oh wait,
right.
That's Mark. No, that's me. All right, here we go.
I will go crust tip.
What if it's a stuffed crust?
You still eat it last.
Do you?
Do you?
I definitely
don't know.
do.
If I remember eating stuffed crust pizza, I think I remember eating the crust first.
The commercial shows you eat that first. And
Commercials
no one
say a
outpizzas the
lot
Hut.
of things. I think every pizza place outpizzas the Hut.
Oh my God, that's so true. Quickly, real quick before you go. Best and worst pizza chain.
Oh boy.
Best?
I think
currently Domino's.
Yeah, that would be the one I would lean towards. I'm not happy about it, but
worst?
Little Caesars.
You know they put Munster cheese in their cheese mix?
I'm gonna go Pizza Hut because you were asking this question while we're still in the pandemic. I'm gonna go.
And
Pizza
they do
Hut.
pan pizza. I see what you're doing.
No. The only reason I ever go to Pizza Hut is for the buffet, and I'm very anti-buffet while we're still in the pandemic. So I'll put Pizza Hut last at this time.
Wow.
Because I would go get a Little Caesars pizza, probably because of the crazy bread, before I would go get a Pizza Hut pizza. Not that I'm getting either of
Have
them.
respect for yourself.
Why?
I don't know.
Ryan, your picks.
I can't.
Why?
I would say Domino's, but it always gives me indigestion.
Well, okay. Lettuce gives you indigestion.
That's true. I would say Papa John's, but they have the fucking papadilla, and I don't want to get me started on that. It's just a fucking medium pizza folded in half. It's bullshit.
Judge them on their pizza, not on their papadilla.
It is a fucking pizza. It's just folded in half. It's a goddamn ripoff. I was so pissed off when I got it.
Here's the thing with
so
Papa
probably
John's.
you have to put Pizza Hut up top, and that doesn't even make sense.
Wrong.
Yeah, that's great. If you go to Papa John's and you order the well done crust, then you'll probably be okay. But
well done.
Anything else on the menu, and if you don't get it well done, it's gonna taste like shit.
I didn't know that.
But I mean, Papa John's also cheats because they give you the garlic butter dipping sauce.
It's so good.
That does
so
sweeten
good.
the pot a little bit. Yeah, but probably Domino's. I think they have the better everything. The better pan pizza, the better hand toss. Yeah, probably Domino's. And then Little Caesars at the bottom because that's just garbage pizza.
Tim, what's yours?
To me, it will always, even though I haven't had Papa John's in forever long, Papa John's will always be my number one, my one and only. Especially now that Shaquille O'Neal is in the ownership group. I'm fine with that. Okay. And then my least favorite pizza place. The only pizza place I've ever worked at, and I chose to work here because I know I would not be tempted to eat the goods. Pizza Hut.
Okay.
See, the Pizza Hut I worked at, or not Pizza Hut, I worked at Chuck E. Cheese as the only pizza place I've ever worked at, and was also not tempted.
Yeah,
to steal the goods.
I actually always used to like Chuck E. Cheese's pizza. Now I haven't eaten at a Chuck E. Cheese.
What is wrong with you?
In decades, but
I would rather
good.
I would rather eat Little Caesars than Chuck E. Cheese.
I would eat Little Caesars off a floor before Chuck E. Cheese.
That's so good.
I'm fairly certain Chuck E. Cheese just took the leftover slices.
Can we all drink to that real quick?
And made a new fucking. I have a Coke. I guess we could do that. It's not the Rock's Coke, but whatever.
It's all right if it's the Rock's Coke, not the Rock's Coke.
Like I said, it's easily been multiple decades since I ate at a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's so overpriced too. I remember working there. It was like $18 for just a cheese pizza, but you get like 12 tokens with that. So
yeah, which will get you probably the equivalent of about 6 tickets,
right?
And a shitty the little
walk
plastic
away.
hockey balls.
Get to walk away with a little whistle with the mouse on the side of it, and the bad aftertaste of floor pizza.
And 1 Tootsie Roll. But it was the vanilla kind.
Right, yeah, or the orange creamsicle one.
But truthfully, parlor pizza beats any chain pizza all the time, any day,
question.
correct?
Every day. Yep.
And did you know there's a place in Palmyra, Pennsylvania that has the best pizza in the world?
Only if you get the pepperoni.
Right, you have to get the pepperoni though.
I haven't heard about that, but there's this place called Bartolo's that I heard is delicious. It's the
think
best pizza you'll ever have.
Might be the same place.
It is, Jim.
Tim, before
it's hard to hold. It makes the slices are so big. I don't know if they're big slices or because my hands are so fucking tiny when I hold it, but it is the best pizza.
You got Whopper hands holding the pizza. Matt was gonna make his picks before I cut him off.
Yes, go ahead, Matt.
Okay, before I do, I was also going to say that like the chain pizza buffets are also pretty low on the tier.
Oh my god,
your
CC's pizza,
your Infinitos, like
all
of them.
Infinitos is better than CC's.
Yes,
yeah,
okay,
for sure.
But then again, like you go to Infinitos, you pay like $7 for all you can eat pizza. You expect to walk out of there sick and destroyed.
Look,
right.
CC's pizza, the pizza's even better than the price. Not by much.
All right, for my picks. Tough. Number 1, Karrion Kross. Moving on. Number 2, Frankie Monet in her 3rd debut in NXT? 2nd debut? Whatever.
Well, her first match debut. She had like 3 weekly debuts.
And it was good that it was a squashed match. It should have been. I thought it built her up very well. I think that it shows the direction they're going to go with her, which I've always been a huge Taya Valkyrie fan, so I'm very excited.
Oh, that's Taya Valkyrie.
No. And then number 3.
No idea who that is.
I think even in losing, I don't think anyone looks stronger than Raquel after this week. With the beat down of Shotzi afterwards, I think it was just made a bold statement.
Yeah, she did.
And that's also indicative of how the wrestling week was, that someone who lost their match is in my top 10.
Right. I mean, it wasn't a strong week. Obviously, AEW not part of our week this week because we go Thursday through Wednesday. And
that means next week AEW will have 3 matches or 3 shows.
I feel sick
that
already.
Could possibly be in our top. Watch Jim find a way to mental gymnastics his way.
Will.
Like literally, Kenny Omega could lose the AEW championship to Pac, the bastard Pac, and Pac is like an honorable mention on Big Jim's list.
Well, maybe
he's a former WWE guy. I'm picking Neville.
Yeah, I'm picking Neville. He looked great against that Omega guy.
Before Ryan makes his selections, I want to.
Should I make marks? We have marks, right?
Yes, I have marks. So, everybody, feel free to bombard me with Mark isms. On
number 1 is crisscross.
Yeah. So number 1,
they were totally crossed out. They missed the bus.
Yep.
Let me jump around here.
Yep. Number 2 is Matthew Riddle.
The Riddler.
The Riddler.
Yeah, the Riddler.
Punishment Martinez's best friend, I guess. I don't know. And number 3, my pick is to the moon. I'm picking
Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Cameron Diaz.
There you go.
Cameron Diaz had a wonderful segment with the $1 Million Man and Hagerstown, Maryland's own L.A. Knight.
She was also in my favorite Jim Carrey movie, The Mask.
Yes, she was.
Bobby. I don't know what else is there. Whoopie pie.
Hey, you remember that one time that Native American kid, what's his name? Tonto? I don't remember what his name is because I don't pay attention when Mark does the stuff and says the thing. Oh, that's right. It's a racially appropriated name of Jimmy. Little Native American Jimmy led the Brady kids down a well, and eventually Lassie came and barked him out.
What Brady kids was that?
It was
Cindy for sure.
It was Wednesday and Pugsley.
All right.
Odeckers.
Odeckers celery.
Celery, the best
Oh
celery.
man, there's a Bigfoot. Stop him.
The best celery that ever celery. Ryan, let's go to you. Let's find out your picks this week.
This sucks.
This
sucks.
Sucks.
That was how I thought this professional wrestling week was, and it's gonna show in my picks. My number 3 pick for the lowest amount of points from Ryan today is Rick Boogs. That's Boogs, because quite frankly, he does the Elias gimmick better than Elias does.
He doesn't have an insurrectionist with him.
He
so.
doesn't have an insurrectionist.
No.
So Rick Boogs, Boogs, will always win. Plus, he made that bald king guy make what did he say, Jim? He said something stupid about a cat or something. It made me laugh.
The king said,
Fat, shabby, tabby cat.
Love it. It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The dumbest 4 words ever put together. So thank you, King Corbin. He comes out and he plays the theme music to Nakamura, and that was good enough to get him on my list this week. The number 2 pick this week for Ryan is The Rock. I say it's The Rock.
Glass of milk.
Because quite frankly, I didn't watch a lot of wrestling, but I did catch up on Young Rock on the Peacock channel on my streaming device. So you can find Young Rock. Where at, Jim?
Right on the cock.
I love hearing that. You know what else I love hearing, Jim? War games. I'm a sausage guy.
War games! War games! War games! War games!
Pay attention, Matt or Tim, and that won't happen again. My last point, you're doing fine. You're doing great. My last pick is a guy that actually just got let go from the WWE. Not today just let go, but almost today just let go. It's Adnan Virk. And he's the number 1 most points getter for Ryan this week because at least he doesn't have to fucking pretend to give a shit about professional wrestling while having to fucking watch the worst show in wrestling for 3 hours every Monday Night Raw and talk into a goddamn microphone. Adnan Virk is having the best week ever.
AEW Dark was AEW Dark 3 hours this week?
That's on Tuesday, probably.
Okay.
Is it Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is, but Adnan Virk wins. He'll never have to talk about wrestling again.
Ever again.
And he shouldn't.
He probably shouldn't.
You liked him a lot, though, Jim.
I enjoy
Adnan Virk, bro, I loved you so much, Adnan.
Is it just like, is it the ESPN thing that was like
I enjoyed his commentary the first couple weeks more so than the last 3 he was on. He was different, and then he became the loud yelling commentary guy that just kind of seems to be what WWE wants, and I don't think it fit him well at all. And I don't roll your eyes at me, Ryan.
He was different because he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Jim, you could take your goddamn mailman, put him in a fucking microphone, tell him to talk about what he sees, and he would be different. That doesn't mean he's good.
I enjoyed it.
Your wife, your lovely, sweet wife, would make a better commentator than Adnan Virk because I guarantee she's watched more wrestling than he has now.
Well, that's my fault. Yeah, but yeah. And what's going on over there?
I got bullied.
You got bullied?
I got bullied.
What?
I was held. I was
stand for that.
I was held captive at my podcast desk, and my Arnold is losing.
Ridiculous.
I didn't get a single treat or nothing. I was handed my iPad and told to buy a $2 game so Arnold can stay busy.
I'm gonna eat, goddammit.
Bullied.
Yeah, that's not right, man.
Bully.
At least brought you a piece of candy.
Could have brought me anything to eat. And instead,
some bottle caps, maybe.
I'd have taken anything. Now, here's the thing. I yelled loud enough that Arnold heard me. This could literally be anything, and I have to eat it. Oh God, sick. Yo, I got a box of Swiss rolls.
I love that he just chucked it on the floor, though.
Arnold,
that is my favorite. That is my favorite moment. Jim, you need to isolate that. And
spoiler alert, that's probably going to be the Twitter clip this week.
What? I'll have to eat anything.
You yelling at Arnold and then him just throwing the Swiss rolls in the door.
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody, look.
I fucking love a Swiss roll, by the way. It doesn't get much better than a Swiss cake roll.
Everybody needs an Arnold. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There is nothing better than being in a room and knowing there's anybody on the other side of the door that's just gonna chuck food at you. Not
I
sponsored.
didn't know Arnold was different people.
Well, Arnold
so
is
multiple people play Arnold.
So Arnold is like it's like a hive mind.
Oh,
there's multiple.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
There's multiple Arnolds, but they all share the same brain cell. So it literally
is this a video game concept or something?
No, it's real.
Oh, okay, that sounds right.
Yeah,
sure.
And I'm going to have myself a Swiss roll. And I'm going to see how good a Swiss roll tastes with Zoa energy in your mouth.
I mean, so you're putting the Swiss roll at the top of your Little Debbie snacks, Ryan? Is that what you're saying?
Why do you have to do that?
Yeah, what if I got to look up
I would say probably right behind number one, and then like number 1A is an oatmeal cream pie.
Okay, but where's the cosmic brownie?
That's fucking way down there. They put little goddamn pebbles on there that chip your teeth.
Number 1, Swiss cake rolls. Number 2, the fudge round.
No.
Fudge round.
No.
Fudge round.
No.
You'll put the fudge rounds above the nutty bars.
Wrong.
I like nutty
cream
bars.
pie has to be up there. Better yet, if it's a double stuffed oatmeal cream pie.
Oatmeal cream pie is a third.
That's where it's at.
Oatmeal cream pie is a good 3 for me.
So are you a sausage guy and a cream guy? Is that what you're trying to tell?
Yeah, that's a stretch, Jim. Don't hurt yourself. Little known fact, Drake's Funny Bones beats them all.
What?
We don't talk about Drake. We don't talk about Drake. We don't talk about Drake.
We don't talk about Drake on a wrestling podcast.
What the fuck did I do?
Drake. We don't talk about
Maverick.
Drake's the other one. The Q guy.
DRAQE.
Oh, that guy.
That Drake.
I'm not talking about that Drake.
Yeah. The guy who literally got everybody else in the WWE fired as a way to mask his problematic self exited out of the WWE.
It's funny you say mask when you use that.
I was going to say, there's the irony. Nutty bars might be my number 1.
I don't know where I put the honey buns either, because that's such a good breakfast snack.
To me,
cosmic brownies are great.
The honey bun is only good if you have a microwave nearby.
I don't think you can open a honey bun and enjoy it right away.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta nuke that, or at least sit on it or something.
I'm not gonna. Then it's flat. It might as well be
like an egg.
It might as well be a honey bun fritter.
If you have a fresh out of the package honey bun with a hot cup of coffee, you're still fine.
Exactly. If only I drank coffee.
Yeah, see, Matt and I are coffee drinkers. The other two are.
You're not a coffee drinker.
Who?
Ryan isn't.
You.
No.
Oh, you pointed at a screen where fucking 3 of us are.
You should know.
I am not a coffee drinker.
Yeah, there's 2.
No.
Good.
I will go to a Starbucks and occasionally order an iced tea, or their frozen strawberry lemonade doodad they have going now is really fucking good.
I will only get hot chocolate.
Oh. Coffee's the way.
In the fall time, they do this thing where they warm up like apple juice and they put like the caramel apple juice squirt in it. It's really good. That's the sound of it. Or like that. That's a lot of it going in, though.
It is. I mean, you're probably getting a large or a venti or.
You'd be surprised. I don't like hot beverages.
Grande.
It just in general, like a hot beverage just turns me off.
I was like that for the longest time until I got into hot tea. And I used to hate hot tea too. Like, don't get me wrong, but living with living with Marcus for the longest time, and his family, they're big hot tea drinkers. And it's the only way I could get an adequate glass of sweet tea in Pennsylvania, man. Like,
that's fair.
You could just,
I mean, in
Turkey
the
Hill
fall,
makes a gallon of it, but whatever.
in the fall, you could just hot beverages all day for me. Tea. I'll drink hot apple cider. I will drink coffee. Anything.
Like I
You're
grew
a
up
cold
with
coffee guy, Matt. Do you like cold coffee as well?
I'll have it on occasion, but typically no. I don't put anything in my coffee really. I just drink it black. So
you like your coffee like you like your men.
I was gonna
Correct.
say
Black and
that
strong.
Think of airplane every single time.
Hey, by the way, Ryan, we're free.
Okay.
We just got a message from at Big Dick Devin. I no longer like Tim and Ryan right now. We're good.
What did we even say?
Because we said that the honey bun. We said that the honey bun wasn't good unless
He
you
would
had a
fucking
micro-
like the honey bun. Yep, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
And
have
then
you?
Charlie out here spitting falsehoods says we're forgetting the champion of champions, the zebra cake.
No.
No,
Like-
that weirds that weird fucking vanilla flavor in your mouth when
It's
you're done.
it's a
here's the
vanilla
thing.
cream and a vanilla cake.
Like,
Boy, that
if somebody goes, "Here's a zebra cake," I'll go, "All right, I'll eat it." I will never buy zebra cake. Like it
I
just
will pass.
Yeah, I don't think I would pop on a zebra cake.
Somebody threw me a zebra cake, I'd be like, "Yo, who wants a zebra cake?"
So you guys have never had the funny bones?
Nah.
Because it's like devil's food and peanut butter cloaked in chocolate.
Speaking,
And
has
it's
anybody
from
had?
not white power Drake, but regular Drake.
Have you guys had the devil squares?
I've never even heard of this.
no.
So it's like a chocolate cake with a vanilla cream with a chocolate crust. Oh my god, devil squares are so good.
Oh, so the
never heard
funny
of
bone is basically what Tim was just eating, but with peanut butter.
You think it is, but it is not, and it is much better. I can't believe you never had a fucking funny bone.
No.
I'll have to buy funny bones the next time I see you all. They're
Yo,
so
Why don't
good.
you Bring
We're
some
all-
over for Double or Nothing on
They're
Sunday.
so good.
Are y'all doing a get together?
I think Ryan's gonna come over.
Because today my superpowers came online.
Okay.
I'm
I
2
am
weeks
able.
out.
I will be sitting on Jim's face as a mask, though. So.
That's fine. I'll wear a mask.
Oh shit! That was our private chat.
Yeah, that was. Let's. We'll keep that kind of stuff in the group text over the weekend. We'll hammer out details, Tim. We'll hammer
And
details.
we'll hammer something out.
Yeah, I mean, we're all super powered at this point, right?
We
What
are.
is stopping us?
Yeah, we'll discuss that. Let's do a
Table
let's
that.
Let's do a 3-count get together, but let's.
What are we
we'll
talking
figure-
about?
We'll figure that out. Tim, let's go to the full standings for the week.
Oh yeah, full standings. So, for those of you who are watching along, let me know if the graphics on the screen are
They have all
adequately-
left. I'm sure. There's nobody
They're
watching.
still here. I have the eyeball count. Let me know if the graphics on the screen are adequately sized for you that you can see them without squinting or anything like that. But on the left, Wrestler of the Week standings. Karrion Kross, number 1, 20 points. The most points he's ever going to get ever in this entire thing. Number 2, 6 points, Frankie Monet. Third, Adnan Virk. 5 points because he got a first place vote, and that's why this is broken. And number 4, Matt Riddle, 4 points, which takes us to the annual standings. Cesaro is still in his same place, but now that Karrion Kross is now tied for second with Kenny Omega, Bianca Belair, Miro, and Cool Kyle. As I have a seizure from Cool Kyleness. Oh God, I can't say that. I can't say that or the other thing that he's been in a lot. So all of them have been first place for the week since the start. They all have 10 points. And number 1, still the big dog, the ooh-ah man, the head of the table, the end-all be-all, the Mookie Blaylock, the mahi-mahi, the Mr. Ooh-ah-ah himself, Roman Reigns.
There it is for the week.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
The 3 count question of the week.
All right, so this one we were kind of starting to discuss last week, and then I think we just kind of sidebarred it, and we're like, you know what? Let's make this the question of the week next week, because I think, Tim, you were having a hard time deciding which of the two things, because last week it was zombies or mycrashpad.com, which is worse for the wrestling business, but we kind of expanded it a little bit. And it's, what is the worst thing that a company can do to expose the business is our question of the week. So is there anybody that would like to kick us off with their thoughts?
What
Tim?
was the question?
God.
I was texting somebody from work.
God.
I will reiterate the question as I answer
Adnan
it.
Virk.
So
Having Adnan Virk
Go Virk
for
yourself.
commentary
Go Virk yourself.
is the worst thing they could do.
Gonna Virk. And so the worst thing that a wrestling promotion could do to expose themselves would,
Oh my.
I think, probably the most egregious thing that's ever happened. It's a tie between the Montreal Screwjob and whatever shit Vince Russo did to Hogan at Bash at the Beach 2000. If you don't remember, it was Jeff Jarrett versus Hulk Hogan at Bash at the Beach 2000. Jeff Jarrett is the champion. They come in, Jarrett lays down, Hogan puts a foot on Jarrett, the ref counts 3, Jarrett stands up, leaves, and then Vince Russo comes out in a
black Giants jersey.
And it's a Giants jersey because you know I'm not work. It's real. Bro. And basically like takes a steaming dump on Terry, which back in the day wasn't such a cool thing. Now in 2021, maybe Vince Russo was a hero. I don't know. Okay. But I think
hero we didn't know we needed.
Yeah. The hero we didn't want, but we didn't deserve, but we got. As I move some of my trash off to the side. Yeah, anything that just kind of like gives away the magic of wrestling, especially like the endings of matches.
Okay.
Seeing a crash pad, that's bad production. Using zombies, that's a weird thing. Actually coming out and saying, actually ringing the bell in a submission hold when the guy obviously didn't give up. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Definitely not great. Mine is kind of along those lines, but maybe a little bit different. I think it's just, to me, just kind of anything that pretty much like makes it evident that it's quote unquote fake, quote unquote not real, and like things like pulling up the canvas, or like when you saw Cody down the tunnel when he was injured, and there's like 7 people down the tunnel and they keep looking back at the ring. They're like trying to, figure out where the cue is. Like just anything that, and maybe it comes down, comes down to a production thing, but when the show is being presented in a way that makes it obvious that it's not a sport, that it's not real, because like you want to present it as real as possible. So, and I mean, zombies kind of go right with it. It's not something you obviously see very often, but yeah, just anything that definitely just makes it evident that we got a dog
that has a visitor.
Hey.
But yeah, anything that just it makes it blatantly obvious that it's not real.
Now, which one was that, Matt? Was that Ursula or Cujo?
That was Gaston.
Damn it! I knew I would remember that
So
name.
close, so close
You
on the
were
name,
right there.
I didn't know how to answer this because I wasn't paying attention. I only got the question moments before we went live on air. So, guys, please, Jim, this is my time. Please do not interrupt. So please bear with me for not having a great answer queued up. The host neglected his hosting duties to inform everybody what.
Matt, do you have an answer to the question at all?
I mean, it's tough. I know what we were going for with this, and I don't think that either of the two instances really hurt or kill the business. Like it hurts as a wrestling fan to see that. And like I said on Twitter, like when people are like, why do you watch wrestling? And then there's moments like the zombie match. It's like, geez, why do I watch wrestling?
This isn't why I watch it.
But I think that like anytime you pull back the curtain, you risk any type of like hurting the actual business. So I like, as great as the pipe bomb was, I mean, that kind of hurt. If you're watching the video, just imagine that what I'm saying is coming out of Ryan's mouth, because it's pretty much in sync at this point. And knowing Ryan, like I know him well, he would say that anytime Nikki Bella was on screen, hurts the business. But I would have to agree with the whole Bret Hart
first
thing.
Warning, Matt. That's your first warning.
I got one more. All right. So I would say that the Bret Hart thing is definitely probably the best example, because that, does lead into the whole performance versus scripted versus the fake word. Like when you get into something where you're blurring the line that much and just going against what the fans can obviously see, it's not something as blatant as like the shoulder didn't quite get up, but the ref stopped the count anyway. That's like a blatant one. So I'd say that is probably the best example of actually killing or hurting the business.
Yeah.
And that's why celebrities are the biggest reason the business is exposed.
That's actually a really good point, Ryan.
Kobe.
Tim, backing up to what you said, but to sidebar, when you mentioned about Jeff Jarrett, I've actually really been enjoying the My World podcast. Like, I don't know if anybody's caught any of the episodes of that, but
I listen to it every week.
My World is the 4th best podcast in the world today.
What are the first 3?
3 Count Thursday, Final Wrestling. Sorry, it is the 5th best podcast in the world.
Okay.
Tied for first is 3 Count Thursday, Final Wrestling Place, Viewer's Choice, and the Wiz Wit podcast.
Yep.
Then it is My World, and then close behind it, tied for third, is Discussions with a Nobody and Huddle Up.
Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Followed closely by Take 3 Wrestling Podcast and the Earnestly Speaking podcast.
We don't do those podcasts. We are guests on those podcasts.
Well, yeah, that's why they're below.
And
us.
isn't Ernest a Miami Heat fan? Am I
Yeah,
correct in
Ernest.
that? Because the other day I saw him saying, when we come back to New York, we'll be up 3-1, speaking about the Atlanta Hawks. So that Jim, I know how you feel about those types of things.
Hey, Big Jim, how about you do something that you slammed Stephen A. Smith about, and how about you talk about basketball? And
See,
tell us why the Heat aren't going to make it out of the first round, much like Stephen A. Smith told us why the Edmonton Oilers got swept.
Oh my God!
With 2 of the 3 leading scorers in the NHL.
Jesus,
I'm gonna do the hockey.
If there was a clip in sports talk this week that I hated more than that, it'd be hard pressed to find one.
Doing the hockey.
Oh my God. Well, I am impressed that he did get Leon Draisaitl's name pronounced correctly.
He practiced it while he was giving the time he said, he's like, Draisaitl.
Draisaitl. But yeah, no, I'm impressed that he got the name right. But yeah, if I never hear Stephen A. Smith talk about hockey again, it'll be way too soon.
He practiced.
Speaking of hockey,
Go
Jim,
ahead.
how are the Caps doing?
Oh, not good. And they're probably not doing as well on the golf course as the Flyers are, because the Flyers had a 2-week head start. So,
oh, that cuts deep.
Well, hey,
Early
hey,
stings.
at least, hey, are you gonna
I
follow
can't sit down
Ovi?
right.
Are you gonna follow Ovi wherever he goes? Because he's not coming back.
Right back to communist Russia, I hope.
he will definitely be back in Washington. I'm not afraid of that.
You wanna double triple stamp the double stamp right there?
I smell a gentleman's bet.
Lock it up.
Lock it up. He said, "Lock it up."
No, you lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up.
I wish we had a lock it up sound effect.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be great.
Be nice. All right. Any other thoughts to?
Is it Matt gonna go?
He did. He went while you were rattling off about whatever. But I really do want to hear your point. I do want to hear your point, Ryan. Yeah. Was your point basically that like celebrities in wrestling expose it as being not a thing? Or now he's sad. Now he's sad pants. What does he say?
Celebs in wrestling matches. And
Wow.
that's all I wrote down.
Okay.
So that's all I had time for.
Okay. But like, that's like every celebrity, like even the Bad Bunny stuff.
So Bad Bunny came in and looked fantastic in 2 months training. Doesn't that kind of expose how easy this business would be to learn if you actually try? And why somebody like Bret the Hitman Hart couldn't ever get it? when Bad Bunny can learn in 2.5 weeks. You see what I mean?
I thought you were going to lean more towards the Arquette thing, but I see both sides of that now. Yeah.
The Arquette thing, I've actually earned a ton of respect for. Like, I think, now what he's done. And here's the deal. It was, I get why they did it to sell tickets, but it was shit. It absolutely was shit. It was probably what killed WCW.
To that extent, then, Tony Khan's definitely taken a page out of the wrestling handbook. That's why Tim Tebow's on the Jags, right? For no other reason than to sell tickets and merch.
You know what?
So it works.
How much money did Tony Khan and the Khan family have to put on Trevor Lawrence's contract to get him to drop the soundbite? I am excited to be playing alongside Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah,
that had to be a $15,000 soundbite, right?
Definitely a huge bonus. Like they wrote a check for like $15,000, and he so they wrote him like another 10.
I think what it was, they might have like brought him in, signed the deal.
There's no way Tebow makes the roster though.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, absolutely. He does.
100%.
Really?
He's selling jerseys
right
now.
There are 53 spots on an NFL roster.
Jim, can you please play the merchandising clip?
Is that all it is, you think?
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Merchandising.
Especially
he
now.
won the Eagles and didn't sell a single jersey.
Especially,
oh yeah, he did.
Did he really?
He sold a ton of Eagles jerseys too.
Sold a ton of Patriots jerseys.
Yeah, especially
everywhere
now.
Tebow goes.
Didn't know that.
Follow.
Neato.
Yeah. Especially now that the NFL has raised their leniency on numbers.
Yeah.
And Tebow can wear 15 as a tight end.
The tightest of ends.
Yeah, he's wearing 85 though.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No, they need to put him in 15. What are they doing?
He's wearing 85.
Well,
He'll probably change it before the season.
Is there a 15 on the team?
Sell those 85 jerseys and then sell the 15s.
There might be.
That would not surprise me if he changed to 15 right before the season and just sold a shitload more jerseys too.
Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
I'm gonna look to see. Oh, they're already selling 85 jerseys of Tebow.
Yeah.
If you go to shop.jaguars.com, there's 3 jerseys that are promoted in the top for welcome the newest Jaguars. It's Trevor Lawrence, it's Etienne Jr., and it's 85 Tebow.
Is Tebow's on top?
No, it's Trevor. So it's a diamond. Diamond up. Also, diamond upside down is Trevor Lawrence is on top. ETN is the bottom corner here, or wait, bottom left corner, and Tebow is bottom right corner. I gotta look.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's a full gimmick. I mean, it smart. They're making money.
I'm looking for the
we're
word.
Talking about him. I mean, Aaron Rodgers hasn't reported to Packers OTAs and all the, and the only thing I'm seeing covered in the NFL is Tim Tebow.
You know why he doesn't have number 15?
Who's 15?
Who you think number 15 is?
Lawrence.
Name the only other Jacksonville Jaguar that y'all know right now.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Travis Etienne Jr.
No,
Mark Brunell.
Current, not just drafted Jaguars.
Oh, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, number 15.
Minshew Mania.
Yeah. Stash-mania, brother.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
All right, congratulations. We've now turned this into Huddle Up.
There we go. I'm surprised I'm surprised they didn't make him change numbers so Tebow could have 15.
Yeah, they're gonna make Minshew take 85.
I mean that all goes full circle though. I mean that's why celebs are in wrestling to sell tickets to, and to an extent, yes, it does expose the business. Much like Tebow being on an NFL roster, we'll see. But I think Bad Bunny as a wrestler will be better than Tim Tebow as a tight end.
Yeah,
probably.
I think, but also like celebrities in wrestling goes back. I'm trying to think if there were any celebrities pre like
WrestleMania 1,
the 80s. Well, because even before WrestleMania, I gotta look at my dates. But like, when was Inoki versus Ali?
That would have been before 85, right? That would have been before WrestleMania.
I feel like that's right.
I'm gonna look it up.
When was Andy Kaufman and Jerry the King?
Oh, that's
that would have been before WrestleMania. So yeah, I mean
but like that whole gimmick was supposed to be a farce. Like that was the whole Andy Kaufman thing. He was making fun of them.
That was 1982.
Right.
What was
right, but it
Kaufman and Lawler.
I really enjoyed that Lawler episode where he found his little neck doodad.
Ali and Inoki was 1976.
Wow, okay.
Wrestling versus boxing. So we can at least go back to the mid 70s of celebrity involvement. Now, Ryan, are you including like athletes in the celebrity realm?
Like Jay Leno.
Like Lawrence Taylor, like Kevin Green, Mike Tyson. Are you counting legit athletes as celebrities?
Yeah, let's talk Mike Tyson. I think that's one of the most legitimate athletes. You're telling me a bare knuckle Mike Tyson's going to throw a punch and it's not going to have the effect other than a snap in a professional? It's ridiculous. It exposes that it's not real. So even the good ones expose the business.
That's fair.
So like Floyd Mayweather, all of that is on par with like Stephen Amell.
So you have somebody like Anthony Ogogo who can murder people by punching them in their liver. But Money Mayweather can swing at Big Show, and Big Show, it's just like getting punched from Spanky. I don't know.
I mean, that might be for Big Show just because of the size of Big Show.
And
his cranium's just that thick.
Also, if you go back to that punch at WrestleMania 24, the actual knockout, he had his hand wrapped in a chain, or I think he had brass knuckles of some sort.
He put on the foil like the Hansons.
So he bopped him with a loaded Gucci bag.
He bopped him then if it was like the Hansons.
No, wrong Hansons.
Whatever.
Jim Henson, the puppet guy?
Yes, that one. That Hanson.
I like talking about pizza better than what we're talking about right now.
This was your topic.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Let's fucking move on then. Let's do that. Let's play that song again about 1985 or whatever.
Devin's hot at the Burger King drive-thru right now. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Dude, Devin, get that fucking chicken sandwich. It's tasty.
That new chicken sandwich is delicious.
That's real good.
I had the spicy yesterday.
I also don't believe it's hand-breaded, but I'll buy it again.
Oh, I 100% don't believe it's hand-breaded.
They're just back there breading the chicken.
I mean, it may have been hand-breaded somewhere and then frozen and then sent to Burger King, but they're not hand-breading it at the Burger King.
Right. There was a hand that turned that machine on that breaded the machine. Yes.
Yeah, they can call it hand bread. I don't care what they call it. It's fucking delicious.
It's real tasty.
And I did enjoy it. So any other thoughts on this one before we go to break? All right. Let's go to break, come back. We'll talk about AEW Double or Nothing a little bit more.
That's this weekend?
3 Count Thursday live.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Recount Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website, arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? You're listening to NGSC Sports Radio. Hear us live on ngscsports.com, where you can get awesome analysis on all things sports. Or check out our podcasts on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, and much more. For our latest videos, subscribe to NGSC Sports YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at NGSC Sports, and like us on Facebook. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
Are you looking for a place to listen to your favorite music and sports? Look no further. WLSN, the Leeb Sports and Music Network, is a web-based music and sports network. Our network was created to provide authentic, high-energy entertainment through live streaming to a national audience. We play popular music while hosting podcasts from all over the world. Curious? Check us out on the web at leebsports.com. That's LEEIB sports.com. Or find us on the TuneIn Radio app. Got Alexa? Just say, Alexa, play WLSN on TuneIn. WLSN is America's #1 blog-themed sports and music network.
Welcome back, 3 Count Thursday live, May the 27th, 2021. We are the podcast of the millennium. If you are following along with us in the live video, give us a like and a share. We'd appreciate that. Get as many people in here as possible. Hope you're having a better evening than Devin, waiting 20 minutes in a drive-thru and didn't even order anything. Was the box working, Devin? I'm not. Was Burger King open, Devin? I know some places. Some places are closed sometimes.
Just sitting there.
I've had this happen recently.
Okay,
at one of my favorite fast food establishments, and people will give me crap when I say this.
Popeyes.
Sonic.
I always enjoyed Sonic, but I just never made it around to one.
Sonic is #1 with a bullet for me. Like, if I could choose any fast food place, I'm picking Sonic. I love Sonic. It's more, and you guys can feel me on this part. There's a emotional and a mental connection with Sonic for me than like if you can associate something with something that makes you feel really warm and fuzzy, you're more apt to like go there later or do that later. Sonic for me, that was it. But there's been times where I go through the drive-thru, there's a car in front of me, they take my order, there's a car behind me. I pull up, I wait. Minutes. And I leave, and I just loop around the building, and the guy behind me just pulls right up, starts ordering.
Why don't you pull into the little drive-in space?
Because I ain't got time to
cheap
hit
ass ain't gonna tip.
No, because why are you gonna tip?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Why? Why am I
Why
gonna tip?
wouldn't you tip? Right. Just do the drive-through.
Why would I tip not at the drive-through?
Why wouldn't you? They're bringing the food out to you in roller skates.
They're not all on roller skates. They're not all on roller skates.
Well, then they get less of a tip if they're not on roller skates. That's the rules.
So that's what classifies. That's what classifies getting a tip or not. Is if somebody brings you the food.
I mean, it's a.
I don't think I've ever not tipped.
I do like I do
the Sonic Drive-In. Yes.
Here, I've done a lot of curbside pickup. Like today, I had Jersey Mike's for lunch. Curbside pickup. I tip the person who brings the sub out. When I order, I put
I don't think I was as good as I am during the pandemic of tipping when I do takeout. But as soon as this pandemic's open, everything's open back up. My ass ain't tipping for takeout anymore. For curbside, if they bring it to me, yes. But if I'm going in and I phoned an order in, I will probably. I don't know. It's just, it's fucking habit now.
No, if you do regular takeout, I don't think you need.
If you call up Roma, I'm not gonna leave a tip. For
no,
them,
you do regular takeout.
Throwing salami on a roll for me.
I don't.
I always leave a tip in those instances as well.
All right, let's mute Matt real quick.
Hold on. So am I wrong here?
That's got that corporate money.
But that you don't tip when they bring the.
To me, I only
at Sonic. I always tip. Yeah,
I only tipped at dine in, sit down, and I'm getting repeated service.
Do you tip when you get food delivered to your home?
Yes, but I'm at home and the store is 10 minutes away.
So you're tipping the driver.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they had to get in the car, they had to deliver my food to me in a timely manner, make sure it was hot and fresh and ready to go, and they get a tip.
So the only instances where you're tipping otherwise is if you sat at a table at a restaurant and had your meal there.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not.
I have gotten the diner food frequently, and I will always leave a tip there because there is somebody that has to put my food in a to-go box, make sure my dressing is the large size like I fucking asked, and bag it up for me.
Sometime, to me, I think.
But I'm not doing 20% though either.
Right. See, to
me,
I
do 10, 12% for takeout.
Correct.
It depends on how I feel. I absolutely
you can't backtrack now, you fucking tightwad.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's not for me. It's not a sure thing that I'm tipping if I go and I pick up food.
Got
or
it. So
if somebody
a hot guy, you're yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Duh. I thought we understood that.
Right. I'm just confirming it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, hot man bun guy, here's an extra 1.
Tight bun. That's a tight bun.
That is a tight bun.
You keep the change there, man bun.
That's right. I throw you an extra one if you let me touch your bun. Can I interest you in another George Washington?
Let me grab that bun. But yeah, I usually tip. But anyway,
local restaurant worker # me too. Tim gets canceled.
Whoa, no! I love restaurants way too much. Do not cancel me from all restaurants.
It's just what's gonna happen.
I will just be eating Swiss rolls for the rest of my life.
You are known as the man bun
will
toucher.
Be about 6 months. You'd eat nothing but Swiss rolls. All right. Before we
How do you eat your Swiss? Do you just chop it down? I'm curious because you can unroll a Swiss roll.
So I have done that in the past. I actually used to be meticulous with my Swiss cake roll eating.
It's a science.
To where I would. Let me see if I can do this again.
You bite off an end, correct?
No.
Oh.
So what I do is I would take the edge here, this edge, and literally peel everything back and eat the chocolate.
It's cheaper chocolate now than it was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That chocolate used to always come off.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
It depends on if it's melted. But what I would do sometimes is I would basically eat one end, and then
that's half. That's half. That's not an end. That's a 1/2.
It's a small one. But I used to be able to you could pinch the ends here and make the cream shoot out the back, and then eat the cream and then the rest.
Come in my face.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you next time I see you, Big Jim. You think just because there's Ben in your name, don't think I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you? You're sitting here making me sound like an idiot.
Why am I coming?
Oh yeah, I'm coming to Studio L. We gonna play a game of front hand, backhand. You keep playing that soundbite music, boy.
In my face.
That's right. You know what? I'm gonna deep throat this whole.
Jesus.
Did you just deep throat that?
He certainly
did.
He ate it like a fucking pelican. Like,
and I'm gonna wash it down with a Zoa energy. This is gonna be a bad decision.
Yeah. Devin, what did you get? You're 15 minutes. You said Burger King. He waited 20 minutes to order. They're open and are very busy, and he got his food in 15 minutes. A busy Burger King getting your food in 15 minutes? I feel like that's an achievement.
What
did you tip?
What did you get? What did you get, Devin?
So wait, his overall
I got a Whopper
experience.
Jr.
His overall experience was a 35-minute trip. Then, correct?
I mean, I've been to Burger King.
That's Lidditz' Wendy's every day.
I've been to Burger King's where it's not busy and it takes 15 minutes to get the food.
What do you order, Jim? You order weird fucking shit though.
I order
Probably
something
do.
different almost every time.
Probably order the chicken fries and you ask for like 6 exactly, and then you complain if there's not. You get the
chicken fries are real good.
I do
the
like
room temp onion rings. You demand the cinnamon buns at all hours.
I want a long chicken. Can I get a long chicken?
I'm not problematic at Burger King because I've worked at Burger King and I hated those people. I'll be problematic at other fast food places.
This just in: Big Jim hates people that work at Burger King.
Shit.
Somewhere Bill's just losing his mind here and that.
But not yet. Like yesterday, I had the hand breaded spicy chicken sandwich.
It's a tasty
with
chicken
onion
sandwich.
rings and a Coke. Nothing special, no extras.
I just think it's a bitch move to get onion rings. I'll say it.
What's that?
I think it's a bitch move to get onion rings. I'll say it.
Why? Their onion rings are better than their fries.
They are. It's not. They just don't. I don't think have them always ready, and that's the shit that backs up lines for Devin.
No, they generally do have them ready.
And why don't they sell 50-50? Give me half onion rings and half French fries. Put that on your fucking menu.
Yeah.
Why don't you just order one of each, cheap bastard?
Yeah, seriously.
I won't have money to tip then.
Can I tell you guys?
Why are you tipping? You're going through drive-through.
So I need you guys to tell me I have a problem with my eating habits here in a second.
You have a problem with
you
your
have a problem.
Wait,
down.
okay,
Very serious problem.
You want to go? You want front hand, backhand too, Ryan? Fat. Yes. So the problem I have with Chick-fil-A is the fact that when you get the fries,
worst fries ever.
They're not the worst, but they have
they
have a quick shelf life.
Go home, put them in the toaster oven.
Yes. But
I want to get takeout food, but then I want to fucking cook it myself.
Shut up. So listen.
I don't even know you anymore, Jim.
The problem with getting Chick-fil-A is when you get the fries, you're forced to eat the fries on the way home. So that when you get home, all you have is a sandwich. So sometimes
macaroni and cheese.
Sometimes when I'm feeling extra spicy, boy, I will order an extra medium fry as my drive home fries. And then I have the large fry ready to go with my meal when I come home. Fat or smart?
Fat.
Thank you.
A little of both.
Yeah, smart though. I will give you the smart.
I'm smart because I'm fat. Is that what it is?
I feel like if you were smart, you would have found a way to keep those fries warm.
No,
You're
I'm
just
not
eating
genius.
more fries.
Yeah.
You can keep them warm, but you're
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry. I can't eat more fries.
Sit on them.
Yeah, but then they're just gonna get soggy and your butt's gonna get greasy.
That's the second time you've used sitting on it as an excuse to get it warm. You used the honey bun defense.
Yeah, Ryan,
the old honey,
else to get
old honey bun defense, Your Honor.
So Ryan, you're picking the McDonald's fries over Chick-fil-A fries
every day.
The consistency of a McDonald's fry is better.
McDonald's fries taste exactly the same warm as they do cold.
That's
not
good.
true.
Yeah, that's actually not true.
It's 100% true.
It's
They
not
won't
true.
ever mold.
That's also bad.
True.
they taste dramatically different when they're cold than when they're piping hot.
I think that
who gets them piping hot?
The choice or the variance in the fry is different.
I feel like
at Chick-fil-A than it is at McDonald's.
Chicken filet fries would be better if they cook them an additional 30 seconds, and I'd be fine with them. It always feels like they pull them up a little bit quicker.
Ask them to do that.
You know what? It's a great day at Chick-fil-A. I don't want to ruin their shit by asking extra stuff like Jim would ask.
It's their pleasure.
Serve you. They literally ask, "How can I serve you?"
And then I would feel like I need to tip them.
Extra crispy.
I ain't gonna do that because what if the guy behind me doesn't want extra crispy fries? Then I have fucked his French fries for him.
No, you don't.
Tim asks them to take pickles and shake juice on his sandwich. And
flick them on my sandwiches for flavor.
And you're concerned that they're going to be upset about 30 extra seconds in the deep fryer?
I would love to point out that if this was a WWE pay-per-view coming up, Jim would have steered this ship right back on track 15 minutes ago.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I just want to put that out there for every AEW fan listening.
You're not wrong at all in when you're saying that.
You know,
but yeah, right. When you go to Burger King, just get a fry and an onion ring. That's simple.
Well,
like when I went to Arby's the other week,
and I wanted one.
When I went to Arby's the other week, and I wanted the curly fries and the
don't even want to hear
fries.
about it. Who the fuck would want crinkle fries? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Delicious. They are delicious. And
So
also,
dumb,
Arby's getting rid of their potato cakes. If you ever like those, they're getting
whatever. They were trash too.
I mean, why are you going to Arby's and just not getting the curly fries?
Well, I got curly fries and I got the crinkle
But
fries.
you don't need anything else if you have curly fries. That's
Thank
going to
you,
satisfy.
Is this 3-count Thursday or 3-course Thursday? I don't know what we're doing
way,
here.
3-course.
They now have walls up for the Taco Bell here in my hometown, so we're very excited about that. And you think I have an eating problem now?
Hit the gong.
I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble when that opens
It's
up.
not good.
Hit the bell. Ding.
Do I have a bell?
What, the 10-bell salute for me?
You know, the Taco Bell bell. You know what you need the soundbite from Rocky 3 where Apollo goes ding ding.
Okay, so now Devin's saying it took 45 minutes. Well,
Jesus.
Okay.
Walk away.
Right, just drive over the curb and drive away, Devin.
count your
At that
losses.
point, you just
There's other fast food places.
you don't even just like get out of your car and walk home.
Did he
Just leave
ever
your
say
car
what he was
in the
ordering?
center of the drive?
Put it in neutral. Let somebody bump through it and push it through the rest of the way. Just leave.
How about you slip and roll your ankle in honor of Ryan there?
That was a low blow.
Before
I said in honor.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That hurt like shit.
I'm sure it
God,
did.
your ankle was so big.
You're a
not
well,
good.
yeah,
Well-
and then the one he rolled was swollen too. All right.
I won't even say it.
No, go
never
ahead.
mind.
Go ahead.
No, it's
Go
off
ahead.
color, and I'm not going to say it.
Were you, what could you have possibly said?
Is it a
A
diabetes
Nia
joke?
Jax joke.
Oh, okay.
Good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
maybe you
Please
shouldn't do
don't.
that. All right, before we get to Double or Nothing,
It was never mind.
It was so big.
a little bit of controversy this week from AEW commentator good old JR.
Her.
When talking about the AEW and Impact and whatever other world titles Kenny Omega still holds, but on Grillin' JR, talking about who was the best wrestler in the world, he said, it's completely subjective and only my opinion. There's a lot of good ones out there, but I don't think anybody is better than Randy Orton in the wrestling business. Of course, that's subjective. I love Randy's work, although I don't watch it regularly enough to make a great evaluation in the last several months that I've tuned in to watch some of Randy's segments. He doesn't disappoint. I'm sure there's Kenny Omega fans out there would say Omega is the best in the world. Some will, and they've got the right to their opinion. I'm not going to argue it. Omega is really freaking good. In any event, it's a good time to be a fan. A lot of great talent out there, improving their game, adapting, and adding things. Following the release of that, Jericho, Omega, Matt Hardy, I think a few other AEW wrestlers kind of took to Twitter and sung the praises of Kenny Omega. And I mean, I didn't really get why it was like a huge deal. But I guess JR stirred up some controversy among the folks in AEW, the fans of AEW. Like, first off, it's not really a problem, but who do you Well, we'll start with there. Tim, you were kind of raising your hand.
Well, I have a question for you, Big Jim, and this will kind of like steer the ship in the conversation.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the greatest football player right now in the NFL? Who is the number one best player in the NFL?
Bret Hart. The first name that popped into my head when you said that was Patrick Mahomes.
Does Patrick Mahomes play for the Dallas Cowboys?
No.
So you can
he ain't saying Dak.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, even though you are a Cowboys homer, you can admit that the best player in the game is Pat Mahomes. So why is Jim Ross being lambasted for saying that Randy Orton, who is the best wrestler in the world right now, even though they're for the other team?
Because he's not.
Who's better?
To me right now, Roman Reigns is the best in the world.
I think I'm still picking Randy, man.
The best. And again,
what are we talking about?
Are we talking wrestler? Or are we talking sports entertainer?
I'm talking wrestler.
The dude said twice, "This is my opinion" in his statement.
Right.
So why you would ever get lambasted, I don't know.
Because
it also seems like that forbidden door can open from the WWE to AEW to allow Chris Jericho over, but one guy has an opinion the other way, and that door's fucking slammed shut real quick.
Right.
Oh.
I think it's because there's a lot of people in like the internet wrestling community who are like gatekeepers, where it's like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. And like, that's part of our job too. Like us here at 3 Count Thursday, like we give our opinions and we state our opinions as fact most of the time. But that's because we feel so strongly about it that it's like, it's our truth.
You'd be surprised how little I feel about anything we talk about here.
That's because you're dead inside, Ryan.
That's fair.
You're just a shell. You're a husk of a man.
Us. Like,
Ryan, is there any sport where we could ask you like who's the best player and you would have like an actual opinion on it? Like, I know you watch and enjoy sports, but like, do you watch enough of the actual sport?
I would say football is probably your only
any sport
one, right?
you want. You give me any sport.
I don't trust this.
Baseball.
Tiger Woods.
Thank you.
Is there anything besides what parody comedy movie is the best in the history of cinema? Is there anything in this world that you're that passionate about?
Scary Movie.
Boy, that's a wrong
I could
statement.
say food. I would say like restaurants. I think
You know what? You'd be shocked.
No. Nothing.
You'd be surprised. Boy, there's probably not much. No.
Yeah, I
At
think
the end of the day, I want to exist, and
I mean, you take a firm stance on a few things. One of them is bottle caps.
Bottle caps were good candy. It's a good candy. I enjoyed
Not
another
another
teen movie.
teen
That's
movie.
pretty funny. I like that movie.
The band Green Day.
I'm a pretty big Green Day fan.
I think that's about
But like,
it.
you asked me one day, Green Day's my favorite band. You asked me the next, it might be Live. I really like the band Live. You asked me a follow-up question. It could be CKY. I've seen them in concert the most. It could be the fucking Zac Brown band, who I think are tremendous artists in their own right. So I don't feel very passionate about anything, and that's how I can never be super upset about anything, and that's why everything's a joke.
That's fair.
So my ankle was the size of
No. I still wouldn't do that. But yeah, I mean, and again, yeah, it is just so it's all subjective, and it depends. Like, what part of wrestling are you talking? I mean, you could argue there's other guys in WWE that may be better wrestlers in 2021.
Eva Marie
than Randy Orton. I mean, I think what Orton's done, especially during the pandemic, has been fantastic. I think he's been one of the better performers in WWE in the pandemic.
When's the last time Randy held a singles championship?
In a fake sport, you're counting championships?
Wasn't he
I'm just
WWE
asking.
champion less than a year ago?
I feel like if Kenny Omega is not the AEW champion, not as many people go to bat for him.
You know, that's a very excellent point. Let me look when Randy.
Well, and here's the thing: like, I don't have an issue if like fans get riled up by JR's comments. Like, if fans want to, like, if they listen to the podcast or they hear the clip and they go, you know, Omega's.
Oh, this was on a podcast.
This is on.
That's not even like a real media.
Right. This.
Jesus Christ.
This is on JR's own podcast.
October. Looks like October Hell in a Cell. Whenever Hell in a Cell was.
Heck in a sec. Yeah, I think that was October.
End of October. So October 25th, 2020. Randy Orton won the title from Drew, only to lose it on Raw like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
But like, I have no issue like with fans responding to it. I think that's what fans do. But the thing that I just thought was kind of like weird and cheesy and over the top is when like Jericho has to go out of his way and Matt Hardy has to go out of his way. And stuff like, and it just, I mean, it gets people talking about it, I guess. So I guess it did its job, but it just, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of, it almost feels like this inferiority complex where they're like, well, you know, he didn't even say anything bad about Omega. Like, he just said that like Randy Orton to him is the best. And like, wasn't he talent relations coordinator when Orton got hired?
Mm-hmm.
So like he's known and watched Randy for what, almost 20 years, maybe more.
Easy.
It's just, yeah, it's just, it was strange. And
to get pissed off about anybody's opinion is just a weird flex that I never understand.
I think what part of it boils down to as well, and it's not so much like Jim Ross is dunking on AEW. It's more like Jim Ross is dunking on AEW again. Because you got to remember, he dunked on the referees for not calling rules. He dunked on tag teams for not adhering to like tag team wrestling rules.
Then don't have a guy who spent his entire career calling wrestling matches hire Adnan Virk and you won't get this problem.
Adnan Virk.
Whatever the fuck.
But also
bring in Tom Phillips. No, that's a wrestling guy. Don't bring him in.
But here's the thing. AEW on their first pay-per-view gave us like a 10-minute spiel about the rules of their tag team division. And then they didn't adhere to them. So if they're going to give the spiel, isn't it a commentator's job to be like, that doesn't seem right?
But I think that Jim Ross was like making a huge deal about like even those rules being a Travis Sham mockery than like anything else, like not using the tag rope. He's been very, very harsh on the work style of AEW.
There's something that I can get fired up about. Tag ropes. Use them if you have them. And if you don't have them, fucking get some. It's the rules. You should get riled up about that. Yeah. Or you don't fucking belong running professional wrestling.
Oof. That's strong. That's strong right there. But I'm with you. I am with you.
It's simple. Know the rules.
Yeah.
Or don't have the rules.
I just think it's like Jim Ross has been the boy who's cried wolf on AEW.
But Jim Ross has actually seen wolves.
Correct. In this case,
there isn't a wolf prowling around.
Right. It's more of the lack of wolves. He's like, I don't see any wolves. And all these other guys are like, I'm a wolf. And he's like, I've seen wolves. You ain't no wolf. Sassafras. I'm just a Okie from Muskogee. And ain't nobody here got me.
So if somebody said to you, who's the best wrestler in the world right now, May 27th, 2021, my answer is Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns, as pro wrestling is presented to me week in and week out, I think Roman Reigns is tops right now in the business. Tim, best in the world.
My answer is not popular. It's not even anybody signed. Best wrestler in the world right now is Hallowicked. End of question. There's no, I love a lot of wrestlers right now that are signed. It is a shame that Hallowicked isn't wrestling really anywhere. And as soon as he starts working the indies again, y'all gonna forget. Y'all obviously don't know.
Y'all don't.
Hallowicked is the man. By the way, listen to Arcade of Terror. He does WCW NWO Revenge, and it is the most hilarious-ish I've ever seen in my life.
Tim, let me just be honest with you. Let's talk Hallowicked for a second.
Yes, please.
Is the reason he's not signed because he is a Chikara gimmick? Is that what's keeping him away from being signed on a major level?
So I literally had this conversation at Real Rumble over Real Rumble weekend. I don't understand why in 2021 we still have this adverse reaction to wrestlers in masks. Like, for some reason, masked wrestlers can't draw, ain't good, you're wearing a mask because you're hiding something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're wearing a mask to be a character.
Correct. I don't know what they would be hiding. Anybody that's removed the mask from a Chikara era has a face, I think, that would a very good professional wrestler looks great.
And he is on that short list for me, too, of, like, best wrestler in the world. Like,
didn't the 1-0 guy just lost his mask?
Yes,
good looking guy. You could put him.
Oh my God, he's so
good.
good.
Put him on a poster, and that would draw.
Yes, he is so good looking. Like, literally, since he took off the mask, he's done nothing but take selfies, and like, guys have been telling him, "Yo, man, what are you, a good guy or a bad guy? Like, you're posting so many pictures of yourself. You're kind of vain right now." But I think it's not so much that he's a Chikara guy. It's that he's a mask guy.
Okay.
And like, promotions are like, I don't know what to do with a gimmick. I don't know what to do with a mask guy. I just know but I know what to do with a bunch of dudes wearing black trunks and kick pads.
I feel like mask guy gets put in a tag match or in like the opening battle royal
or in like
start an indie show.
A multi-man. He's in a multi-man spot match. Yeah, and like, I may have more strong opinions over wrestlers in masks than other people.
I get that.
But also, like, it's true. As a person who did commentary in a promotion that featured masked wrestlers more than another, some of our best characters were masked dudes. Some of our best wrestlers were masked dudes.
Jim, who's your favorite masked commentator?
No one. That was something you were passionate about 3 weeks ago.
That was.
Are you still passionate about it?
I'm over that. Nope.
Jesus.
I think that's what happened. You get passionate about things in the moment.
I'm really lazy is really what it boils down to.
And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, I'm done.
You know what? He could put a visor or a ball cap on that mask. I actually wouldn't give a shit anymore. Really start layering the gimmick on top. I'd be fine.
Visor, baseball cap, cowboy hat.
Bring it on.
Ryan, Matt, who do you guys think is the best wrestler in the world right now?
Probably some Japanese guy I never heard of.
Fair.
I mean, to be totally honest with you.
Matt,
right, but if somebody asks you who is the best wrestler
for you,
is that are you going to say somebody you've never heard of?
Jim, are you pressing your fucking luck with me today? I'll say I don't know. I'll say Cesaro. A pound for pound, I think he is the strongest, and he's just an absolute work rate machine. Him or Seth Rollins were the first two that popped in my head.
There you go.
Mine were reverse orders. I had Seth 1 and Cesaro 2.
Matt and me are clicking tonight, baby.
On sync.
Yeah.
Tonight.
In Sinkersmith.
And I really wanted to say Kevin Owens, but they just haven't done anything with him besides like the great match with Reigns. It's just, I think he has that ability, but
since they put him in that suit, it's just not working.
Another guy too, Sami Zayn.
Oh
my God. Like whenever Sami Zayn wants to work, like literally.
Yeah, I'm a big Generico fan.
Like whenever he just wants to do something again. But El Generico is one of those random dude or one of the rare dudes masked and now like he was just generic enough.
Wait. Time out.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me
Damn it.
that Sami Zayn and El Generico, whoever the hell that is, are the same guy.
So I'm not saying they're the same dude. I think El Generico might actually be dead. Last I know, he was doing missionary work.
They're both passionate about orphans, Jim. We'll say that.
Yes. El Generico has been working with the orphans in Mexico. I think he might have passed away, but I've never seen El Generico and Sami Zayn in the same place.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that if you did a Google Translate of El Generico into Arabic and then translated that back into English, it might give you your answer.
That can't be true.
It is absolutely true.
God damn it. Now I got to do something after the podcast.
All right, let's
so real quick, while we're on the mask topic, just to burn this bridge. I think we as wrestling fans, and I'm talking WCW, WWE fans my age, we're just brought up to accept that luchador Mexican wrestlers are those that wore masks, and masks weren't just used as a gimmick. I can't think in the WWE or WCW any other mask gimmick that wasn't like a luchador based gimmick.
The only other
I'm sure there's some.
The only other person I can think that wore like, I mean,
did the Blue Blazer wear a mask?
Blazer had a mask. Kane had a mask.
That was the Azul Blazer.
Who was the guy in the oddities? Golga.
He was a luchador.
He had him. He was a luchador.
Doink the Clown.
Aldo Montoya was the Portuguese man of war, so that's kind of luchadorish. I think
Undertaker
Portugal's
had
down
that
there.
mask, like the
Phantom
Phantom
of the
mask.
Opera mask. Mankind, Vader.
All right, I was wrong. Never mind.
Mankind had a half mask. Vader, you could see his whole effing face. Stop.
Fair. So Kane, but Kane definitely.
Kane's push was he was the brother of the Undertaker, and he was burned.
Yeah, but they ran a whole angle around the mask at one
Okay,
point.
but my problem was I said we were trained to think like masked wrestlers are Mexican luchadors.
When you look at Kane, are you even the slightest bit confused to think that he's a luchador?
Right,
I don't know whose side you're fighting for anymore.
Tim, I think that's the point. Is Ryan's incorrect?
Incorrect.
But I'm talking like a mask. Those are like face covering masks. I'm not talking like a Hollow Wicked mask or like an ant mask or anything like that, which are slightly different style of mask.
So a more...
I am saying that those style masks and Mexican luchador masks are similar.
Okay, so what you're saying is a charactered or a like.
I actually don't know what I'm saying. You've given great examples of masks that debunk my theory.
So I was going to say the Patriot Del Wilkes wore a luchador style mask as well.
Correct, and he was from
the Q
South America.
But I mean, I think more like
he was a Cuban patriot.
Emphasis on the Q. Hey, all right, let's go to this Sunday though.
What's you talking about?
What's that?
Never mind. Just keep moving on.
Christ. This Sunday, I believe the main show starts 8:00. I assume the pre-show's at 7.
This is a Sunday show?
Yeah, this one's on
Sunday. I thought they did Saturday Johnnies.
They usually do.
Why they flip? Oh, it's a holiday.
This one's a holiday. So they're on Sunday. Not to be confused with WWE SummerSlam, which is going to be on Saturday this year. The whole wrestling world's up ass over tea kettle. But Sunday, 8:00, pay-per-view, probably Fight TV or...
Who would ever put their ass over a tea kettle, Jim? That just sounds like you're asking for trouble.
You do that to get it hot so that when you sit on your honey bun...
Good point. Good point. Didn't think about the honey bun. You just put a honey bun under, Jim? It looked like you did.
By the way,
slid one under?
Before we go on...
Yes.
Charlie's about to be the third person to get front hand, backhand, talking about my verbal crutch in the text chat.
Oh yeah, you got to ignore that because I
don't ignore nothing. I
What
thought
did he
we
say?
were boys, Charlie. I thought
didn't
us
see it.
757 boys were on the same page. I thought because we were Mike and Bob fans that we were cool. And now you're talking about me saying like and stuff. Smack.
Okay, just because you're called out for saying something, you don't have to enunciate every fucking word in your last 2 sentences.
Yes, I do, sir.
See, if you don't take shit seriously, it's not a problem.
I take everything seriously.
I could literally fart into this microphone for the next
Do you
5
mean
minutes, and
literally
I'd be
or
fine with it.
figuratively? I cannot tell by your definition.
Liberally.
Got it.
I will liberally fart into this microphone.
Will you liberally fart though?
You won't.
You won't. I bet you won't.
After you do, can I rub my eye in it?
Oh.
You already have the weekend off.
I know. I would love to get pink eye for the first time.
I would love nothing more than to get conjunctivitis
I
on
think
my
you can
weekend.
do it with your own Duke. Just
I don't want to do it with mine.
Jesus. Okay.
If I do it with mine, it's not. It's weird. If I do it with yours, it's a fetish.
Does Arnold have a body connected, or is it just a floating arm?
It's just a disembodied arm.
Oh, okay.
Strangely arousing.
What do you use that arm for?
Anything I want.
Jim, will you get us on track? There's a whole fucking pay-per-view to talk about.
I know, and
there's
40
10
minutes
matches
long.
because it's a goddamn AEW card.
My God, it's already started and it's not going to be over till Monday. Pre-show match: Serena Deeb defending the NWA Women's World Championship against Riho. I'm going to go Serena Deeb retains. Tim.
Deeb.
Ryan.
Deeb.
Matt.
Deeb.
All right.
Is the NWA even still a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they
okay.
started doing shows again.
What's the name of their show again? They're not doing. It's not Power now.
Not Power. It's Heart, I think. now.
Thrust.
Wind.
Water. Yeah, what is the? And it's on Fight now, right? Like, do you have to pay every week to watch their show, or is it free on Fight?
Is it WrestleMania Power?
It's
What the hell was it called?
I
didn't even know they were back. So why the fuck would I guess?
I can't. Good goddamn.
Oh, I
remember.
guess it
All right.
is Power.
Is it still Power?
Oh, joke's on all of us.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. The Young Bucks defend their titles against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. As much as I'd love to pick against the Bucks, I just don't feel like this run and them jerking themselves off is over. Matt.
I had to take that shot.
Of course I did.
Yeah, Young Bucks.
Ryan.
Yeah, the Young Bucks go hard in the paint.
I'm gonna go Moxley and Kingston.
Call them the Wild Things, please.
I'm down for calling them the Wild Things.
There you go. Devin has Deb retaining the NWA.
Hey guys, I'm Deb.
Deb
I
from
love you,
Napoleon
Devin.
Dynamite.
Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I'm gonna go Sky and Page here. I think Sting's gonna eat a pin. Sure, why not? Tim.
All right. Why is Sting in this?
Because they signed him to a deal.
I don't give
You
a
were excited
shit.
for this.
Multi-year deal as a wrestler. He's really working out hard though. Cody said that today in his.
I don't trust. Did Cody?
We're gonna be impressed by.
Did
by
Cody
Sting.
focus group that statement on Sting too?
We'll get to that.
Yeah. I don't know. Effing Sky and Page.
I get Ryan.
Darby and Stink. Or I'm sorry, Sting.
Stung.
Matt.
The Sky Pages.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh, fun name.
Devin had Moxley and Kingston.
What did Devin end up getting from BK again?
What did he get? Let me.
A
Make
rodeo
sure he wipes
burger.
his hand off.
Whopper Jr.
I do like a rodeo burger. They're fucking tasty.
Can you get them with cheese anymore? Because I think they come standard without cheese now.
No, the place
probably...
where it's have it your way. You can't get a fucking slice of cheese on their sandwich.
That's fair.
That is so fair.
That's fair. I deserve that. A kid's meal cheeseburger.
Hear you.
What?
Nothing. Plain? Don't even keep reading it.
Plain with extra cheese.
Yeah, I get plain.
You got a kid's meal, you said?
Yeah, they have the Matchbox cars.
I'm reading it as written. A kid's meal cheeseburger plain with extra cheese, 2 chicken fries, and 2 rodeo burgers. And it felt like 15 minutes. My correction, 45 minutes.
I do like chicken fries. I can't even argue with that.
Their chicken fries are good.
Fries.
Why do you only
Those
get
chicken
2
fries
of
are
them?
tasty.
Like, why not order a whole box of them?
Very specific.
I like that. He is stinging Darby as well. All right, then we go to the Stadium Stampede match.
Well, what toy did you get with the Happy Meal?
Yeah, what toy, Devin?
It's
what
not
toy?
a Happy Meal.
Kids Meal. I'm sorry, the kids
Sorry.
meal.
Yeah, Happy Meals at McDonald's house, at Ronald's house.
At Ronald's place. Oh, good.
God,
The inner
what a fat fucking podcast that we have that as a sound clip.
You want to get some McDonald's?
If the inner circle loses, they must just disband as a team forever. The Pinnacle, which is MJF, Wardlow, Sean Spears, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood, taking on the inner circle: Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz. They gave away the gimmick because you already broke up a team for good a week and a half ago, so it's got to be the inner circle. Matt, go ahead.
It's got to be Sting. It's got to be Kane.
The sign! They're doing the sign!
Yeah, inner circle.
I agree.
What group broke up a week and a half ago?
The Rockettes.
The Rockettes?
The tag team SCU. I'm picking the Pinnacle.
You would.
You would.
Jericho is about to go on tour with Fozzy. How do you guys not pick him to go away?
Yeah, but
we
he
need a
can
Fozzy
get
Bear
hurt.
clip
He can't
now,
get
Jim.
broken up forever.
Yes, they can. Wrestling is forever. You mean tell me
Look,
he's not
when Macho King got retired at WrestleMania 7, that was forever. Because the Macho Man Randy
Exactly.
Savage won the title a year later.
So when he comes back and he forms the innerist circle.
Ooh. I like that. There you go.
And then after they break up, he can't do anything because I don't know what's better than interest.
How full is this crowd going to be?
The Daly's Place crowd is 100%.
Huge.
This is Daly's Place.
It's gonna be huge. So many
they're
numbers.
gonna be singing the Judas song pretty loud. Oh boy, they might break them up then. That makes sense. You get one good Judas.
How do you think? Okay, how do you think they're gonna do this?
I becoming like that.
Why am I coming?
Why am I coming?
Okay.
You know what? Shane McMahon.
Well, they done did it.
The best.
I'm gonna eat a piece of candy.
I turned the weapon on myself. I immediately regret this.
Shane McMahon.
Why is Tim coming?
How do you think they're gonna? Do you think they're gonna have any fans in the football stadium part for this? Do you think they might pre-tape some of it?
I'm pretty sure the Stampede will be pre-taped. It was pre-taped last time.
There wasn't any fans in the building last time.
Was there?
No. Last Double or Nothing, they were still zero attendance because that was May. I don't think they started having, because on their press release about going on tour, they said for 29 weeks they had fans in the building. So that's not May of last year.
Yeah, that is definitely.
So they were empty. They were cinematic.
I wonder if they're gonna go on. It's gonna be the main event. Or the opening. It could be the opening match.
If they're going to open with it
and escort people because it's right behind, like TIAA. It's right. Daly's place is right behind the stadium.
Yeah.
So you just escort all of the sheeple out of Daly's place and into the football field, and then escort them back.
Something, yeah. You know, and whatever your
So
second.
We're talking about professional wrestling fans. You think they can take, like, hey guys, we're gonna go from here to here in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
First of all, we're all out of shape.
If they don't make it, it's their fault. Knees to chest. Get over there.
Not gonna happen.
Or you can sit and watch it.
AEW pre-taped something that went over real good.
You can sit and watch it from your seat in Daly's place, or you have the ability to go over to TIAA Bank Stadium and watch the second ever Stadium Stampede. By the way, I don't know why you didn't start with Stadium Stampede and then do I almost called it the thing that William Regal says, Blood and Guts. Why wasn't Blood and Guts where they split them up, where Jericho dies a death into mycrashpad.com?
And also, why are you doing Blood and Guts and the Stadium Stampede as the first two matches in a feud? Those should be towards the end of a feud. Those should not be the first matches in a feud.
We hot-shotting, baby.
I mean,
they've only got a year's worth of shit to pull from, whereas the WWE has how many years?
Yeah, we'll talk about more hot-shotting when we get to the Cody Rhodes thing. There's going to be plenty to talk about with that.
Oh, this show's going long.
So did we all give our
Serena Deeb. Let's move on.
Pinnacle. Okay.
Yep.
Then we go to the singles match, AEW TNT Championship, Miro or Dante Martin, because I think Miro has a title match tomorrow night. Miro's not going to lose. Versus Lance Archer. I have Miro retaining tomorrow and retaining on Sunday. Tim.
Miro.
Ryan.
Yep. That Dante guy is going to lose.
Yes. Matt.
Miro.
All right, then we go singles match, Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage. With Brian Cage. I feel like they don't know what they're doing with the Hangman right now. So I got Brian Cage winning this one. Matt.
Yes.
Ryan.
Brian Cage.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just Adam Page.
There you go, Tim.
Adam Page is getting that win back, baby.
And he better come in on a horse.
He won't.
Or at least a burro.
That he might do.
He needs to come in riding the Dark Order.
You know who rode a burro once? Bobby, when he was lost in the episode of the Brady Bunch.
Was that Jimmy's burro?
Is that I don't know. Is that a city or a town or something?
Yep.
Then,
Next.
Yes.
Devin had the Inner Circle, Miro, Adam Page.
Miro.
Then we go to the Casino Battle Royale for a future AEW World Championship match. Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy.
Too many. You don't have to read them all. We get it. There's a lot of fucking people.
Okay.
Anybody not actually booked is in this fucking match. We get it.
Okay.
Keep going. No, keep going. I'm just fucking around. Go ahead.
The Blade, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, Preston Vance, Griff Garrison.
Oh my God.
Ryan Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and to be announced. We'll start with, who do you think the to be announced 21st entrant will be? For me, I'm going to say it's No More BS, Paul White. Tim.
Paul White.
Ryan.
Yeah, we'll go with the Big Slow.
Matt.
I was going to exactly say the Big Slow too.
You guys are
the big slow. The big slow.
It's gonna be great.
I almost said
the
Matt
go big,
Cardona,
go big
but I was
slow.
like, no, it's definitely going to be.
But
Like,
no,
it's definitely going to be disappointment.
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, there you go. Now, who
Trevor
Much
Lawrence.
more disappointing.
Trevor Lawrence.
Tim Tebow.
There
Can you
go.
imagine the Tim Tebow shirts hitting shop.aew.com on Sunday night?
Just goes to the middle of the ring and like.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, who do you think is going to win? I'm going to go hopeful on this one. I think Christian Cage. Matt.
I'll go hopeful and say Penta.
Ryan.
I will go hopeful and say Preston 10 Vance from the Dark Order. Been very impressed with him lately.
All right, Tim.
Can I just say that I'm sick of AEW using the Casino Battle Royale as a crutch to just have a match where somebody gets a title shot instead of using their effing ranking system to give people title shots?
You may not say that.
Okay, I'll take all that back. I'm picking
That
the
is negative against AEW. You may say that.
I'm picking the Big Show, baby. Let's go. Ain't nobody eliminating no 7 foot 500-pound grown ass man. In a world full of teenagers, you think the Big Show is going to get eliminated by the Varsity Blondes?
Yes.
Ew.
Please.
All
Yeah,
right.
Varsity Blondes in it. The Acclaimed in it. Vanilla Payne, Preston Vance in it.
Well, you got to throw Preston Vance in. That was my pick, you dick.
We ain't winning, so that's why.
He may eliminate the Varsity Blondes and whoever else you said.
Ted might.
You may no, the Big Slow. He may eliminate some of the Dark roster or the Elevation roster, sure, but there's no way he's winning this. No. Tim, I'll never watch AEW. No.
Yes, you will.
Man, I don't know.
You mean to tell me you don't want to see Kenny Omega try to V-trigger Big Show into oblivion?
I don't.
I do.
We have very different wants and desires.
I know. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Very different. Randy Orton would have been able to put his finishing maneuver on him.
Yep, sure.
Devin says the surprise entrant will be Andrade or the Big Show. He has Christian winning.
Andrade.
Or if Andrade.
That
if Andrade is the mystery
I'm so pissed Devin's the one that brought that up now.
Well
Damn
done,
it.
Devin. Well done, Devin.
Good job. You've earned those chicken tendies.
Good job.
Seriously, what? He got an Angry Bird. An Angry Bird was the toy.
In 2021, Angry Birds is a thing?
How old is that at Burger King? Did they just find a toy in the corner and chuck it in your bag?
If that's the toy, why are you getting the kids' meal?
I wouldn't
eat his Beanie Babies.
We're all out of Thomas the Train Engine stuff. Do you want to take an Angry Bird instead?
I wouldn't eat the food if the Angry Bird was the toy. I'm concerned now for you, Devin. All right. Let's go to the singles match. It's the American Dream Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. Ogogo apparently this morning he had a broken rib. This evening he did not. Because why wouldn't you wait till tomorrow on your TV show to announce that part of the angle? Got a hot shot that, and then you got Focus Group Rhodes. I'm gonna go with Cody because after that fucking promo 2 weeks ago and digging out the American Dream name and he's bringing the old music back, you don't think and he's probably going to have a Triple H style WrestleMania entrance. You don't think for one goddamn second that the American Dream's losing this match. Tim.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I absolutely think the American Dream's losing this match. That's the only reason you bring all that shit out in the first place.
Right. That would be the smart, logical thing to do. But
one booty punch from a go-go. Game over.
I swear if Anthony Ogogo does not win, I might have to take a semi-permanent hiatus from AEW.
Wait, so you're all about...
I feel like you've made this threat before.
But if Anthony, we got the beat Ogogo, doesn't win this match,
yes,
that'll step you away.
Yes.
Intern Mark here.
I'm 100% here for Anthony Ogogo. I am 100% not here for the 3-star general himself, Cody Rhodes.
I couldn't even tell you what sporting event Anthony Ogogo would have ever competed in. It could be figure skating, and I'd be like, he was in the Olympics. That's all I know. Was he in the Olympics?
Maybe.
I feel like he was in the Olympics.
He was.
He won a bronze medal. Yeah.
Did he do it with?
Oh, so that's why the punch. Got it.
Makes sense. Fuck. Matt.
Yeah, I think Anthony Ogogo wins. I do not see Cody walking away victorious. Do not.
Matt, apparently the WWE just retweeted the Joel Embiid tweet.
Very nice.
So that's pretty cool. Devin says Cody's going to win. Charlie says Cody is going to win as well. Then we go to the singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Hikaru Shida defending against Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. She's a doctor?
She is a doctor
of dentistry. I wish
she's not a real doctor. If you're in medical, if you need medical attention, please go to an emergency room. She cannot help you.
I wish somebody would have told me she's a dentist. That's simple. All that said, this ought to goddamn be Britt at this point. This has gone too long without her winning the title. So Britt, new champion, holding the silly tiny women's title. Matt.
Yes, I have Dr. Britt Baker winning.
Ryan.
Yeah, I guess Britt Baker will hold the silly little title. You can't just let anything be what it is, Jim. You're unbelievable.
Right. I can't.
You're unbelievable. Oh.
Jim, did you
know who does the O in that song?
No.
The You're Unbelievable from EMF?
No.
That's Andrew Dice Clay.
Really?
They sampled Andrew Dice Clay. God, find it and listen to the O. That's absolutely Andrew Dice Clay.
I'll have to dig that up. Tim.
So they're doing a year-long celebration for Hikaru Shida tomorrow on AEW Friday Night Dynamite live at 10 p.m. on TNT. So there's no way that they're having her go past a year. It's the doomed.
Right.
You don't talk about numbers in wrestling unless you're going to abuse the number. Like, once you get there, you don't talk about, 497 days as champ. He'll never, he just lost.
It's amazing how that works. Charlie says, I don't care if she wins the belt or not. Just give her a fucking action figure.
I love how she was like, who did they say? If Christian gets a action figure before she does, she's like quitting.
You're unbelievable.
Oh!
I mean, it does fit.
I'm going to look.
It is. You can look it up. You can fact check me. It's absolutely sampled Andrew Dice Clay. The band's EMF.
EMF. You're unbelievable.
If Mark was here, he would absolutely just be like, yeah, you're right.
Well, Mark probably saw them perform at Hershey Park
Mark
Arena.
wrote the song for them.
Literally the first phrase in the Wikipedia lookup for the song under background and composition. The song contains samples of U.S. comedian Andrew Dice Clay throughout the track, including a loud exclamation of "Oh" at the start of each chorus, along with the words "It's unbelievable" spoken during the bridge.
You're unbelievable.
There it is. You're right.
Now you know.
My sister always told me they're saying "what the fuck" after "oh." I don't know how true that is.
I don't know.
You know, apparently that's the only other thing I'm passionate about is the EMF.
Obviously.
And samples of Andrew Dice Clay.
Hickory dickory dock. Double or nothing is still on the clock.
Hickory dickory dock. And Tim says,
right on the cock.
That's right.
Now we go. 3-way match for the AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac. Again, similar. I would love to see Kenny lose the title. I just don't feel like this is going to be the day. So Kenny Omega, not best in the world, at least to some, still your AEW champion. Tim.
As much as I want this to be OC, it's going to be the Omega Man.
Ryan.
Is he still the Impact champion?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no way he drops the AEW strap before he drops that Impact title.
And he's got the AAA, the Mega title.
I don't even know what that is. And I'm not Jim.
Who the hell is this?
So it's also known as AAA.
Yes, that's the car company.
That's
the come and fix your flat, help you plan a vacation to Tahiti.
Also, the Mexican wrestling promotion.
No
AAA.
idea who that is.
Lucha Underground?
Close. They were partnered with CMLL, I think.
They're from Mexico.
Who?
Yep.
That's the continent below or the country below us, Jim.
Triple A.
Ryan. Oh, you already gave yours. Matt.
Did I? Oh, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, because you said there's no way he's dropping.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
AEW title before the Impact title.
Yeah, something like that.
When's he supposed to defend the Impact title again?
Just never.
Do we know?
That's
Just
the
never?
draw.
Well, when no, I'm not even gonna say it, like, because I would say when.
But
Impact
also,
gets away-
who beats him? Like, what Impact star would beat your AEW champion while he's still your AEW champion? So maybe he drops the AEW strap first. Ooh. Wow. Now that I'm talking this out, yeah, it's still Omega.
Matt.
Yeah, it's Kenny.
All right. Yeah. Devin says Kenny.
Kenny.
All right. So that is
doesn't work the same.
That is AEW Dynamite. I'm sure this pay-per-view, it starts at 8:00. I'm sure it'll end on Monday.
What a sour puss.
I'm just saying, especially in front of a live crowd, this thing's definitely going 4+, without question. Without question. All right, I'm just gonna skip the last topic because we're already past it.
What was the topic?
What? Shit, I crossed.
Jim was going to complain about Cody Rhodes.
Oh, it was gonna be the what if. The
Can you
what
just
if.
play the sounder real quick?
I can do that. You want the long one or the short one?
Short.
Dealer's choice. He went long.
Both.
Oh, yeah,
that
both.
was on the Scream 3 soundtrack.
Was it now?
I think so. It's one of those BMG titles I think I bought one time.
The CDs for a penny.
When you go to CD Warehouse and pick up just all soundtracks for $1 a piece.
Oh, what a great deal that was.
And motherfuckers never sold. Yeah, I'm not gonna get back into the whole Savage album. That's all. That's still a.
I think any damn hoaxer.
Let's go to the news. Of course, we know, as we discussed a little bit earlier in Ryan's top wrestlers of the week, change to the Raw commentary table. Adnan Virk, no longer with the company. Tuesday it was announced. Mutually agreed to part ways after just 6 weeks. Yesterday, the WWE announced Jimmy Smith would replace Virk as play-by-play broadcaster for Raw.
I believe you have a sound effect for him.
That would, God damn it. Of course, the board reloads as I go to hit it. Don't worry. I'll get there. Smith served as analyst for NXT, where he hosted NXT TakeOver pre-show panels, worked on special projects for the Black and Gold brand. Seriously, the board's dead. The board died a slow death.
Who?
Thank you. He is also the daily host of Sirius XM's Unlocking the Cage and was host of American Ninja Warrior on G4.
Who?
There it is. Also, of course, today, if you did not see Tom Phillips let go by the WWE, catching a lot of people off guard. I don't like that he's gone, but it doesn't surprise me that he is. The fact that he was pulled off Raw and not back on Raw, and
I bet you he asked for his release after he didn't get the Raw gig after Adnan Virk left.
yeah, I mean that would be a fair guess. I would say.
Let's just see how long Jimmy lasts with Vince McMahon yelling in his ear, because that's exactly why Adnan Virk left.
Dude, Jimmy Smith is an accomplished actor.
Do we want to take guesses on the number of weeks Jimmy Smith is your Raw play-by-play guy?
I won't give you a number, but I'll say he'll last over Adnan Virk's 7 weeks.
Okay. Let me ask this. Do you think Jimmy Smith will be your Raw commentator at SummerSlam?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yes, to be different.
There you go.
Look at
Ryan's
you.
got faith in Jimmy Smith.
What was shorter, Mike Adamle or Adnan Virk?
Adnan.
Adnan not gonna work here anymore.
No, I'm picking. I think it's Adnan was shorter because
I
Adam
thought
Lee.
you just corrected me.
Because
Sorry.
Adam Lee was
I had to get that in there.
ECW too. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did do ECW, and he also. I mean, did he do? He did like backstage interview stuff before he did commentary.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't fucking know what I'm saying.
Latest on Keith Lee. Monday, Keith Lee tweeted to the people offering up uplifting words. Know that I appreciate you greatly, and worry not when I say I am limitless. I mean it. I will try to find a way to explain everything in the most efficient way possible. Give me just a little bit more time. In response to some fan tweets and question about his status, Mia Yim, of course, Lee's fiance, replied, it's no one's business. Please be patient. Let it be. And you can speculate. Doesn't mean fans are entitled to our medical and personal business. So
I think Adam Lee was only commentator for 2 weeks on ECW.
Ooh. So that would be shorter than Virk.
But he was still a part of the company.
Right.
They let him do other stuff.
So Devin says Smith is going to be with them until they go back on the road. So that's
July.
So that's going to be about the same amount of time, because you're going to have this Monday on Raw, the month of June, in like one or two.
I would
it's gonna
think
be right
that's,
around that 7
that's
mark.
the reason Virk left is he didn't.
I don't think he. I also don't think he wanted to go on the road.
I think Virk, so I watched Raw, and there was definitely a point where you saw him get caught trying to talk when he wasn't supposed to talk. It was during the Rhea Ripley Nikki Cross match where he was trying to say Nikki Cross wins, but the ring announcer was going to talk. So he got cut off, and you see him in the background raise his hand like, my bad. Vince McMahon in your ear. Like Foley. Mick Foley's talked about it.
JR's talked about it.
You got to be.
Again, I think that's just things that if you're a fan, you don't talk over the ring announcer for intros and like the winner. Like, I don't know. It's
right, but you've also been in that spot because all of us have done commentary where if you're reacting to the moment that's in front of you, you don't know exactly when the ring announcer is going to.
But I feel like you should know kind of the cadence of the match, of how it works. It's the WWE. It hasn't changed.
Also, it's kind of your responsibility to watch the ring announcer.
Well, that's true.
Just like it's your responsibility when there's like one cameraman on an indie show to call where the fucking camera's looking at.
True.
You need to watch that. You can call in the ring all you want, but if the camera's not on the ring and the roving camera is somewhere else, you call somewhere else.
True. No, you're
pointless
not
to call what's happening in the ring. You just need to know this stuff. If you're not a fan, you don't know it. Sorry, not going to miss him.
Remember, everyone, Ryan, not passionate about things.
Who would you rather? Excalibur or Adnan Virk?
Excalibur every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Even with the mask.
Even with the mask on.
Put the mask, put a hat, put a fucking fake mustache on him.
What if Adnan Virk was wearing an Excalibur mask? What if it's Adnan Virk under the Excalibur mask?
Ooh. Dead. Brian's gone. He's dead.
I gave myself a Charlie horse. Oh, son of a bitch. It's so tight.
You leaned back and gave yourself a Charlie horse.
It's sad. It's sad.
We are in peak physical condition.
We're in peak podcast condition.
Oh, boy, we're great.
Walk it out, Ryan. Walk it out. Good thing you have pants on today.
Well,
Good thing you're wearing pants.
If anything, it's a positive sign that Ryan has muscles.
That's true.
Because you can't get a Charlie horse if you don't have a muscle.
What was the question?
I was saying, at least this is a good sign that you have muscles. Because you can't get a Charlie horse if you ain't got muscles.
Oh, I get him in my thighs.
Look, if you're only listening to the podcast side of this, you need to go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page, and somewhere around the 2 hour and 12-minute mark.
Oh, God.
I might have to put this as like a bonus. I'm going to put Charlie. God damn it, my pen doesn't work. Fuck that
It's a
thing.
good thing I was wearing pants.
That's what I said. Oh, you didn't have your ears in.
No, I didn't have my ears in.
Well, Charlie, I'm gonna put that around the 2:12-ish
God damn it.
time. That's a bonus Twitter clip right there as well. Okay, two more, and then we're getting out of here. In an interview with comicbook.com, Cody Rhodes asked about the future of the TNT title once AEW Dynamite moves to TBS. He says, I don't want to drop any spoilers, but I'll drop one. I don't think we're going to change the title's name one bit. TNT is the place that the first alternative challenger brand in 2 decades appeared on. Their excitement, our partners at Warner Media and the TNT title. As I've stated, I think it is, if not the most important title, most important title in wrestling, the second most important title in wrestling. I don't see us changing that name. And I think that's kind of across the board. I don't think you'll find anybody in management or Tony himself that wants to change the name. We'll always roll with the punches and we'll always pivot, but I'm 99% sure the TNT title stays the TNT title.
Which is
Watch
fine.
as Cody Rhodes buries their own women's division.
Also, TNT is short for Dynamite. I don't understand why this is a question.
Because it's the giant TNT logo that's in the middle of the belt.
Technically just the letters TNT.
But it's in the font of the TNT.
It's in the TNT
channel.
The station's font. Come on, Tim.
It's TNT. It's Dynamite. It's the same.
I feel like you could put those you could make a song.
TNT, Dynamite.
Something. I think we could make that work. Let's look into that.
You're onto something, Tim. We should write that down.
TBS. It's not Dynamite.
Finally a new WWE website advertisement for the July 16th SmackDown on Fox episode from the Toyota Center in Houston lists Edge, Sasha Banks, WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair, SmackDown Tag Champions Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. And
ooh, that's a draw.
The July 16th show will mark the WWE's return to touring with fans in attendance, the first city of a 25-stop tour. Edge has not been seen since appearing at WrestleMania 37 in the triple threat match that saw Reigns retain over Edge and Daniel Bryan. Banks has not wrestled since losing the SmackDown Women's title to Belair at WrestleMania 37. Could be their return. No word if they'll be brought back before then. Also, it's been reported that John Cena could be potentially returning to WWE soon, potentially around the same time as their return to touring going into SummerSlam.
I don't know if he'll be back. I mean, he's out here He's out here apologizing that Taiwan's not a country.
Ooh. But that is the news. Does anybody have anything else?
When did Sasha Banks become a part-time wrestler?
Today.
She's working the damn Edge schedule.
Good.
Well, she's an actress now.
Oh, that's right.
How many episodes was she in The Mandalorian?
Like 2 or 3.
Okay. That's
Total screen time was what? Higher or lower than 24 seconds?
I can't say anything positive about her, so I'll just stand.
No, you can't. That's right. That's right. There you go.
Matt's learning. Good job.
Here's the deal. I don't watch the Star Trek. How long was she on there? Honestly,
I don't know. I don't watch either.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue.
I feel like
Who
you
are we
watched
talking
that.
about?
He is learning. Good.
Mercedes, the actress
Mercedes Martinez,
the actress in The Mandalorian. Who? With the blue hair.
Wait, she had the blue hair in The Mandalorian too?
Blue pants? Are you talking about blue pants?
No, she's a librarian now. What do you guys think about?
I love that Leva Bates cameo before it was cameo. I think that was the most forced thing I've ever heard anybody ever say.
What Sarah Logan I think was.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
So
he was just sleepy.
Yeah, the Viking.
Yeah, she
was coming out of a 2-week coma.
Woke up.
What do you guys think about the 6 cities in the running to host SummerSlam?
It's
what are the 6?
It's Vegas. Is it MSG?
MetLife.
So they're doing big boy stadiums.
It's all football stadiums.
Okay, so it's Vegas, MetLife. Did I see Houston? What are the other 3?
Nashville. So the Jackson,
Nashville,
the
wow.
Titan Stadium, L.A.
Okay.
And Houston. Did you say Houston?
I said Houston. What's the sixth?
Cali, Miami.
Is there a Florida one? Miami.
Oh, Hard Rock. Okay.
Hard Rock.
Miami would be a cool location for it. I mean, just
I think Vegas would be cool. That stadium's badass, and it hasn't had a chance to host a big event yet because it opened for the Raiders. Same with LA.
That's smart.
So those two, I think would be probably the two that I'd most want it to be at.
Now, if they do it on Saturday, that is also the proposed date of the Manny Pacquiao fight in Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. But that venue wasn't announced yet, right?
It's in
Vegas. I know it was rumored to possibly be at Allegiant Stadium, but you
really,
yeah. But
wow.
you could. I don't see. I honestly,
I just can't believe boxing's that big of a draw, enough to pack a stadium.
Right, like they could go in MGM Grand or.
Did you really not know that?
What?
That boxing's that big of a draw?
I had no clue people actually still watch boxing. I thought you watched MMA or you didn't watch any contact sport, honest to God.
That one, I feel like the Pacquiao fight could go at where the Golden Knights play.
Now, who is he fighting? Logan Paul?
He is fighting Errol Spence Jr.
I have no idea who that is.
Who was that guy that WWE brought in, the tall, bald fella?
Tyson Fury.
What's
Jimmy
he doing
Smith.
anymore?
I don't know.
Hopefully not doing anything with WWE.
He's also not fighting Manny Pacquiao. They're in different weight classes.
Yeah, T-Mobile Arena. Well, I feel like they could put the boxing match at T-Mobile where the Golden Knights play. That'd be around 20K. But for me, I'd hope it's Vegas or LA because they're two. And for LA, it would be cool because you were supposed to have WrestleMania there this year. It's now not going to be there until 2 years from now. So kind of be a decent make good there on that as well.
I feel like they could pick an area where they wouldn't normally put a WrestleMania. So somewhere like the East Coast where we've already seen them run and put it somewhere in, I don't know, the middle of the United States. Michigan.
Put
it in the big house.
I mean, that would be kind of badass. Like in a big.
I mean, I also don't know if we want to have like that many people around each other that quick.
Also, I don't know what Michigan's COVID standards are.
I mean,
that's a fair point too.
Michigan Wolverines are planning on full stadiums in
August.
In late August, early September. So I doubt. I think by that point, I mean, most baseball stadiums nationwide are 100%. Hockey arenas are going. I mean, this Saturday, Boston Bruins open against the Islanders in round 2, and they're going to be 100%.
Like, I know I'm a Philly boy, but like you've just run WrestleMania 35 out of MetLife. Why don't you just slide it over into Link? Like they're similar size. And Philly's still a drawing town.
Lee said do it at Sturgis.
There's an option.
Like it could be the Link. They could do it at M&T Bank Stadium. They could even do it at, is it FedEx still? It's not FedEx anymore, is it?
Yeah,
Three River Stadium.
Still FedEx.
Okay. You mean you could do it in DC? I think, honestly, the top three is going to be Vegas, MetLife, and Reliant. Or Energy Stadium, not Reliant.
Please don't do it at FedEx. That place is a dump.
Place is a shithole.
Put them down in Camden Yards.
It's a nice
stadium.
That's
Royal
nice
Rumble.
stadium.
That's Royal Rumble
nice.
talk.
The city's a shithole.
Royal Farms Arena.
Oh, you want to talk about the dump?
Shithole. That place was a shithole when it was new, apparently.
I went there for, I think it was Extreme Rules when Extreme Rules was there. Oh my God. I just felt like I was breathing in so much asbestos.
Oh, dude, I was there, 8 years old for King of the Ring 94, and I felt like it was a piece of shit.
It was probably the exact same. You probably don't.
Yeah.
You probably recognize the entire place.
Yeah. It hasn't changed.
They have not turned over the drapes yet.
No, they have not. Anything else? Anybody got anything else?
Heard they sell crinkle cut fries there.
They probably do. Maybe they're crispy. Arby's are crispy. All right, let's. Devin says put in the Ravens Stadium. Yeah, it's you said that right, M&T Bank.
Yeah, I said M&T Bank.
Yeah, we already said that. Devin, pay attention.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Matt, is there Woman of the Week this week?
There is. Yeah, go to our 3 Count Thursday Instagram page at 3 Count Thursday. You can check it out. I know her handle is like at Susie with like 8 U's. Her actual last name is escaping me at the moment, but go there, check out every woman we feature. A like on their post equals a vote. We'll tally those up at the end of the year. Top voter gets named Woman of the Year. They get a donation made to the charity of their choosing, as well as a 3 Count Thursday t-shirt. So a lot of big prizes involved there.
All right. Ryan, got anything?
We're not sending them the Sausage Guy t-shirt, right?
We certainly can.
We probably shouldn't.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I'm assuming they don't enjoy sausage on their pizza, Jim.
I mean, I'll ask them if they enjoy sausage. Then
That's a fair question. We'll ask
might
first.
as well get the
That makes
get the
sense.
shirt.
That's a fair.
But I mean, you can also see Felicia Rose modeling that exact style of shirt.
She does. She does. She enjoys sausage on her pizza. I'm a sausage guy. Well, that said it all, Jim.
At RYN Eagle on Twitter.
It's written on the screen somewhere, right?
Yeah.
One of these two areas. I don't. Yeah.
This one.
But this one is different to me. Is it this one?
It's this one. It's always this. It's always on your right side.
Oh, my right.
Yes, your right bottom left of the screen.
So this one.
Yes. You're hitting it.
I'm learning so good. Don't follow me. I don't give a shit. It ain't worth it. Bye.
And when you give your picks of the week.
Am I on the thing? Get it off me.
Okay. When you give your picks of the week, it's right in front of you.
What was the question?
Nothing.
Dan, got anything to plug?
Retweet my tweet to The Rock. I want The Rock to talk to me during my 4-day weekend. Not the Toolman, across all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, if you care. If you enjoy what I say here, I do podcasts elsewhere at Final Place Pod, where we talk about the nouns of professional wrestling and whether they belong in the good place or the bad place. Also, Viewer's Choice at VC on North South. We're going to cover Double or Nothing. It's going to take a long time, and I hopefully am awake through all of it to be able to cover it, but it should be good. And I love you, boys. I love you guys as well, watching along, listening along on your podcast catcher of choice, or watching us right here on Facebook. Love you guys so much. You could be here, and you could be anywhere else in the world, and you decided to hang out with us, and we absolutely appreciate that.
Absolutely. You can follow me at Big Jim Sports. Make sure you're following the show at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to 3countthursday.com. You'll find our merchandise, our collar and elbow brand deal, our Patreon page. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube as well as all podcast platforms. If you do subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, give us a rate and review. If you enjoy the show, tell one person you think might enjoy the show. Ask them to do the same. Keep getting us out there more and more and more. But enjoy your holiday weekend. Stay safe, stay smart. Enjoy Double or Nothing, and until next time, go for the pin. Recount Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?